Oh, cool. What's going on? What's going on? Let's get this going real quick. I got this open. I need to shut this. All right, cool money, cool money. We are going. We are in the booth. Let's go Broncos. Let's see what we got. BCFFL last preseason. Let's see what these boys gonna do. Woo! Yeah, let's go. All righty. All right, back in the building, man. What's good with it? Sure, we about to watch this preseason game. See what the young rookies are doing. See what's going on tonight. I think the starters are going to get at least a couple series. Russell Wilson won't be playing, but I think Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler, Cortland Sutton will be on the field. You'll see a lot of the defense. It'll be good, man. Let's go. Um, let's go. Let's Broncos country arise, man. Let's see what this young blood, man. I'm real excited because last game of preseason and it's going down, man. We got a regular season coming up here soon. If y'all want to hop in, come say what's up. You know what? Let's change that up again, bro. Let's do a great banner. Um, I'll go score on this too. Broncos, Vikes. All right. There we go. Comments. Yeah, I want to see them get into the game fast, man. Even though Brett Rippon, he's gonna be the starting quarterback for this game, but I want to see these wide receivers shake some of the rust off because we haven't had our wide receivers actually playing. So it'd be nice to see the wide receivers play, and then the young rookies, man. There's more cuts to come, and honestly, tonight's the last night for some of these people that are going to be on the team. So it's very vital that they play and show out. This is the show out game. Me and Lady Seven over here just chilling. We got back. We're relaxing now. Um, yeah, let's see Washington, man. Washington is going to be a good addition, bro. I think he makes the team tonight. I think Washington. I think Johnson makes the team. We got some young hogs, man, on that wide receiver core. So it'll be beautiful to see them play. You know what I'm saying? So we're about. They should be starting in about 2 minutes. Toasting a beer. Salute to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? What's everybody on, man? Y'all watching this preseason? How does everything look? How do you think the division looks? Yeah, he has to ball out tonight too. He got to ball out tonight too. So this should be a good game, man. Jordan Francis, what up, Jordan? What's up, Kansas City, brother? How you feeling, man? How you feeling about them Chiefs? How them Chiefs look over there, bro? You feeling confidence? Who do you guys play the first game, man? Who did the Chiefs play the first game? Broncos country plays Seattle. We all know it. Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson, he's coming in there with emotion. Um, and I know the Seattle fan base, the Seattle franchise, they want to beat Russell Wilson for sure. So that should be a good game, man. A lot of drama that first week. And that's real talk. Look what they said. One more chance to live a dream, man. This is some of these players' last game on this roster and in the NFL. So they have to make something of this. Definitely. What's up with everybody, man? We got six in the house. You know, share it to your peoples, man. Let's come and talk. If you want to come on the panel, come on the panel and talk, man. Let's discuss some things. Broncos country is very welcome on the panel. Even if you're a rival fan, you could come on the panel too. Coach Hackett opened up this week apologizing to Broncos country. Don't we hear that a lot from That's a new one, man. The coach came out and he made it public to Broncos country that he apologizes to the fan base and the franchise for last week's game. He didn't have to do that, but he just, he's taking responsibility as a coach. What up, Bright? Bright High, what's good with you, bro? Why High? What's up, Bronco, bro?
What's up, John? What's up?
Everything clear? Everything clear on this side? Can you hear me?
I could hear you. Thought my light does that fast.
Yeah, we need to get Bonito in the game, man. He needs to earn. He needs to get in here and earn why we drafted him. He needs to
Nick,
earn
but
it.
they keep. He need. I know he's. I know he's young. I know he's young. I think Nick. I think Nick. I think Nick Bonito will. I don't know. I know he will be good. I know he's. I know he's a baby rookie, but I'm telling you, this is the last time. If I don't see him, if I don't see him get production tonight, he's gonna get cut.
Nah, they drafted him, bro. So I don't think he'll get cut. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of time to. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. So him being a rookie, man, he still has time to actually develop. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just cut
Yeah.
him right now.
Look at that stadium. Let's go.
Dang, Ken O'Hien, bro. We got him. Montreal, Washington. Cleveland's hurt. Virgil, he might make it. Seth Will. We got a lot of depth at that wide receiver
I think
position.
I say, oh, I don't know, man, because I keep hearing there's two spots are open for wide receiver.
Yeah.
But man, this whole I saw the Chiefs game. I saw the Chiefs game yesterday. Man, they don't look good this year.
I thought the game started at 7.
I don't know, man. I think it's I don't know.
Is
It's
there is there is
time.
there is there an echo? Is there an echo?
No,
What are you watching it on, bro?
I'm watching. So I got this. I got this table app. I got this NFL pass. I can watch every game I want.
Okay.
But I don't know about him. I don't know. He's good, but I don't know. There's something why they didn't. There's something why they kept him.
I think Brett Rippon's gonna be the backup for sure. I think he earns that spot, bro. I don't really believe in Johnson. Honestly, Josh. The Chiefs played the
Josh,
Bears the first
he,
game, and
he
there
did
was
good.
Commanders, and it was the Packers. Okay, we
He,
win 2 games, but lost against the Bears.
I think, this. Just wait till just. I say Washington's gonna make the team. I say Seth Phillips already on the team. I say Jalen Hill and Brian Johnson gonna make the team. Who do you think might make the team? May not.
I think Josh Johnson will be the third. Brad Rippon's going to take that backup position to the quarterback. We got Russell Wilson. It's going to be hard with the wide receivers because we have so much depth with the wide receivers that all these dudes can play, man. All they can come back, they can come and be impact players, you know. So that's going to be hard to make a decision on that for sure.
So we got Carter Sutton, Tim Patrick, Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler. What else do we have?
See, but Brandon Johnson he actually steps in good for the Tim Patrick injury.
Oh, he might. They might get him. And he's a rookie. And what he did the first game against the Cowboys. Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see what goes on, man. Let's go Broncos. Let's start it off. Let's do it.
I don't know what they're doing, man. They should be starting already.
Yeah, I thought the game started at 7.
It's already 7:06 over there. Look at that. Hey, look at this. You know it.
Let's go Broncos. Come on.
Come on, let's get.
We get the ball first. We get the ball first.
I know I'm behind. I have to catch up. This. No. I'm behind.
How far?
I'm about when they're showing the stadium. Cause I felt like, are they playing right now?
Yeah, they're already playing.
Oh, I'm not even there yet. I'm at when they're showing the stadium.
So are they playing it? They're supposed to be playing starters. Oh, Hamler's out there. Okay. I see Hamler out there. We got Johnson out there. Virgil's out there. Ripping. All right, KJ. Come on, baby. Knock some of that rust off.
There we go. I'm catching up now. Let's rewind this, man.
Red Ripping under center.
Here I'm at.
Boone. False start already.
Already? There we go.
Stop.
Betting a false start on devil. I don't. These facts are gonna kill us, man.
Okay. Offside on the defense.
Okay.
First down and 5. Broncos got the offside on the defense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're way behind, bro.
Oh, I am behind. They're starting kicking off because I'm like 2 hours. I'm like 2 hours behind you. I'm like 2 hours behind you guys. That's why.
Ripping under center. Play fake. Wide open. Eric Thomason with a nice play fake straight to the tight end. Nice, baby. Come on. First down. Broncos.
Good job. Now,
okay.
I can't wait for regular season, man.
Yes, next. It's 2 weeks from now, bro.
Russell Wilson's going back to his hometown. Man, they're talking about, man, I'm so tired of this thing at the top because they said Broncos going
outside. There we go. Break out. He breaks. First down. Mike Boone. Good job, baby. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. We're already driving. Let's go.
Good job. I think I think we need to stop the run better. What we did last weekend was bad.
Yeah, I gotta get in. I gotta get into college football, bro. I'm not really into college
Oh,
football too
me.
much. I gotta get
Oh,
into some
go,
college
Magbu.
though this year for sure.
Go, Magbu. Let's go. Flag. Okay. Who's on who?
In the pocket, deliver, nice little dish out to KJ Hamler. There the way, get your rust off. Come on, baby. You know that's a beautiful throw from Rip, and he stayed poised in that pocket. Found KJ Hamler over that little slot, and he cut, baby. Got the first. Let's go.
Oh, I can't wait till KJ Hammer, man. He's getting that speed back up
He's
again.
out. He's out there right now. KJ Hamler.
So who? Okay, I got a question with that right tackle. Who's going to be that right tackle for us?
I think Billy Turner, bro. Billy
You
Turner is
think
going to be
Billy?
that. Yeah, he's back. He's way better than Calvin Anderson.
He
Billy
knows the
Turner.
system. He knows the system.
Yeah, he's actually came off the injury list,
Oh,
so he's back
okay,
in the game for
okay.
sure.
Let's go. Who's that? Is that who caught that? Is that Biff? Yeah, I think Billy Turner could take it because look at what he did to with look at what he did for Aaron Rodgers. Protect him. He's good and he knows the system.
3rd and 2. Rippin's in the
He-
shotgun. Rippin's in the
Flip.
shotgun. We got KJ Hamler on that left side.
KJ Hamler
Nice. First down, baby. First
again.
down. Seth
Go.
Williams.
Oh, McBoo. Oh. Let's go, McBoo.
Nice, baby. Nice. Seth Williams, good little route to the outside. Came back on it. First down. First down. Broncos get another first down. We driving, baby. Come on.
That's what we need, man. I like Mike Boone. I like him. He's really showing up this year, man. Mike Boone really did. I can't wait till the whole. That's going. Who's going to replace? Who's going to replace
Play
Tim
fake.
Patrick?
Good pass protection. Come
Oh,
on, baby. You got to deliver that. Come on, baby.
KJ Hamler. Let's go. Oh, KJ. Oh, KJ. That's Beastor. That Chiefs don't. I saw the Chiefs game. I think yesterday. They can't. They suck, man. The defense is bad again.
Yeah, they're not really too surprising, you know.
I'm not worried about the defense, man.
Yeah, it's not too it don't look like it's very explosive defense wise.
I feel bad. I feel bad for man. I feel bad, man. What's the rest? It got so many wide receivers. And plus the running game. Do you think Jaden? I do not like Shepard, man. I do not like Shepard. I don't care for him.
Nah, he won't be here.
Then
He
he
won't
cut
be
him.
here. They're gonna cut him.
He won't. He's not gonna make the team.
Nice way to play, boy. There we go.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
That's really him. That's really him. Let's go, boy. Brad Rip is looking good, man.
Why would you throw so high, bro? That's why he had a break on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If Brad Rippin really show us, if Brad Rippin's good because I surprised. I don't know why they didn't get rid of him when nobody else left last year. Oh, Brad Rippin. Let's go. Too high.
there we
Come
go.
on.
There we go, boy. There we go. First down. Come on, baby. Nice. Nice way to use your tight ends. Hey, he's using his tight ends. It looks good over here.
No, there's nobody at that stadium.
Huh?
There's nobody at that stadium.
Why would there be? It's preseason.
Okay. Oh, they will come. They will come starting following out. Hey, this is our second game. Week 2, yeah. More
Rippon's
people will
using
come.
Rippon's using a lot of his tight ends play, baby, and that's what Russell Wilson. He didn't really have a lot of tight end play, bro, over there in Seattle. So they're gonna run up a package of tight end plays for this Broncos team. There we
I
go.
know, but Broncos will go to playoffs this year.
What up, Reaper? What's good with it, brother? How you doing, bro? Mile high salute. BTFFL, let's go. Broncos on a drive right now. They look like they're poised right now. The offensive line looks a little like they're doing their thing. They're playing for their positions, and you could tell, man, we're driving. What's good with you, fam?
Come on, Brad Rippin. Let's go. Oh, KJ, my boo. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. Let's go, my boo. Nice one. Nice one. My boo's looking good out there.
Yeah, he does. He looks like he's playing for his position for real.
He's looking good, man. Russell Wilson. I can't wait till he plays, man. I want to see how he does with Denver. Russell Wilson gone. I've been hearing they said Broncos might be in 13 games this year.
Tap that link if you want to pull up, Reaper. If you want to come in,
Oh,
say what's up.
nice fake. Let's go. Let's go. Good speaking. Good move, boys. Good job, Thomas. Good job, Tomlinson, whatever your name is. The Coach Hackett, man. I really like the play calling better.
Yeah, you're gonna get way better play calling. He's the one that had Aaron Rodgers. He was the play caller for Aaron Rodgers.
It'd be a lot better play calling. And he gonna let Russell Wilson have his own time. He's gonna let Russell Wilson cook. Oh, go, Hardy. Oh, he came from the Cowboys. Oh, don't forget, Andy Gregory's coming.
Yeah, he's gonna be healthy too, man. That first week,
Woo!
Randy Gregory
You
healthy
know,
that first week.
Drew Lock's lot. Drew Lock lost a starting job now.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's why we let him go.
I told you, man. 3 interceptions in preseason.
That's
He
why we let him
cannot.
go.
He's garbage. I'm telling you, Seahawks should never let Russell Wilson go, man.
Yeah, they did him dirty, bro.
I feel for them, man, because they're not gonna win no Super Bowl now.
They didn't want to win nothing. They didn't want to win nothing.
Russell Wilson tried doing it by himself, and he tried, man. Russell Wilson took them 2 Super Bowls.
KJ Hamler. KJ Hamler.
I'm looking good, man. Who's gonna cover that, man? You got all these wide receivers, man. Man, I think. Oh man, I think Broncos and
There we go. There we go. First down, baby. Nice. First down.
I see. I'm glad I see some. I'm glad I see some. I'm glad I see KJ Hamler in there now.
Nice, baby. Good job.
This is the last preseason. Starting this week, there will be more cuts.
First down and go. We're in the 10 right now. Broncos are at the 10. Interception, bro. INC. Nice defense. Nice defense.
On the 20-yard line. Uh-oh. Brett Rip is looking good. Nice peek. Let's go, KJ Hamler. He's looking good, man. Who's going to cover all my receivers? Who's going to cover wide receivers, man? I'm telling you, there's nobody's not going to cover that.
I love you. I, I looked and they were not there.
Oh, let's go, Mike Boone. Let's go, Mike Boone. Let's drag them. Let's go. He's dragging them already.
Okay.
He want his job.
Bottom drawer.
Right next to my
He's dragging both of them. What's the goal?
Interception. What up? What up? What up? What up, Raiders for life? What's good with you, bro?
Oh, he got interception. Wow. Not looking good right there, man. Wow.
Raiders for life. What's good, brother?
Wow. Wow, don't worry. Whipping. Oh, you he can do it. Why you doing that, pal?
No, thank you.
He should have. I don't know why he throw that. He should.
He tried to throw it to KJ Hamler. That KJ Hamler had a foot on the secondary, so he tried to throw it to him.
Man, KJ Hamler need to get his speed back up, man.
Hell yeah. You good at that game, bro? Is that game pretty tight?
And we played Monday Night Football. Uh-oh.
Come here, Milo. Come here, buddy. Fumble. Vikings, but they recovered.
No, they got lucky.
Nice, nice, nice. I heard it's not that good, bro. I heard the ratings on that new Madden ain't that good though.
I heard about it. That new matter, they gave us the rest of it. 77.
Yeah, that it's just bias, man. It's just some bias shit.
They're just jealous. Russell Wilson's not no 77 on Madden. He's like a 90 overall.
One of the best coaches I ever had told me if you think you do it when you're on the field, if they are missing an opportunity for deflection or interception.
Man, we played it. Man, we almost got almost a whole week. So, well, when will the 53 finalize the deal? Tuesday or when they gonna?
Yeah, I'm still running that 21, bro. That Madden 21. That's all I got, homie. I'm not gonna buy another Madden game. I still play that game, you know. But I heard the ratings are trash over there, bro, on that Madden.
Come on, defense. Fumble. Why you keep taking judgment, bro?
Nice. Yeah, we just over here chilling, man, watching this last preseason game, getting ready for regular season. 0-0 right now in the game. Vikings got the ball.
It's the second, first and 10. Come on, Dion. Come on, Dion. On
Nice
the map.
defense. How's everybody out there, man? Cheers. Happy football Saturday.
Come on, boys. You play some that defense. Come on, Nick Badito. Stop the run. Oh, my. That's what they're going to do. That's
3rd and 6 right now. Vikings on their side of the field. Come on, youngsters. Let's stop these dudes right here. Get off the field. Fight for your roster spot, baby. Come on. Nice.
Come on, boys. Stop them. Come on, D.
Yeah, me too, Raiders for life. I'm hella ready for regular season, bro, already. Preseason's cool, bro, but I'm ready to watch these real games, homie.
You know it. And I'm gonna tell you, we Kansas City's coming to Denver. We're gonna. That's a 6 streak gonna lose. We're gonna lose that. It's time to end that 6 streak. Oh, let's go.
Well, how was that? I don't understand how that was a penalty. That's weird. That's weird. I don't understand how that was a penalty.
The only thing, man, we need some help with that. The only thing we need some help with that inside linebackers. That's the problem. We don't got no good inside linebackers. Come on, boys. Come on. Nice speakers. Nice stop.
All right, let's go, baby. We got it. We got to get off this field. They've been on the field too long. What time is it? What time is the play clock over there on your TV?
Let's say for a minute.
So I'm like way ahead of you, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm already behind. It started late. It started late anyway.
Come on, defense. Come on, young rooks. Let's go. Get in there.
Come on, Nick Badillo.
Ball start. Come on. False start.
False start. Going back.
Push him back. Let's go. Good job, man. Good job. Henderson is in there, baby. Come on.
Who's Henderson? Oh, that's the guy we drafted?
Nah, a couple years ago. He hasn't played too much.
Henderson? I thought we drafted him.
Yeah, I'm not scared of him at all, Raiders for life. Geno Smith.
Oh my, Geno Smith.
I would have been.
I'm not worried about no Geno Smith, man.
I thought Drew Lock actually was gonna win that, bro. But last night he did no justice to himself. He's throwing picks. And that's why we got rid of him. That's why we have got rid of him for sure.
We're gonna Geno Smith is not there. I'm telling you, Geno Smith is not no Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is you're not Russell Wilson's going to play. They got Geno Smith in that game.
Garbage.
I don't see that win for Seahawks at all. I don't. There's not a big chance.
They gonna get slaughtered.
Come on, defense, get off that field. Come on.
Come on.
Ah, nice defense, boy. It was almost picked off, and there was green grass in front of him. He almost took it to the house.
Who almost picked you off?
Singleton.
What?
The linebacker.
What? We just caught him, huh?
Dang, if he would have intercepted it, he would have ran it back to the house, bro.
He'd be like out.
That's clutch play right there. That's what I like to see from the young blood. Let's go clutch, baby. I like that, man. I like what I seen from the linebacker right there, though.
That's what we need. We need a good linebacker to stop the run.
Bro, there's not any aspect I fear them dudes. You guys have a harder game than us, man. Y'all play in the division the first week, bro. Like against the Chargers, that's not a guaranteed win, and you don't want to start behind Broncos country in this division. So hopefully y'all win.
They play the Chargers. Oh, that's it. Ooh. That's
salute to everybody, man. Mall high salute. It's everybody's life in this last game, guys. We got young rookies trying to make the roster, and we gonna see what they do.
I know Martell Wash is gonna make the team for sure.
Yeah, they got him as kick and punt returner. So they got him as kick and punt returner. They didn't have anybody back there last year that could take it back to the house. Anytime Washington puts his hands on the ball, he might take it back to the house. So
he's quick. So
I definitely don't fear Geno, though. I definitely don't fear Geno, bro.
I don't feel no Geno Smith. Oh, almost.
Hey, you're seeing it. You're barely seeing it now, huh? Almost picked off.
He almost picked you off.
Besides, Ragnar Smith is a pretty good receiver. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, who's going? I'm telling you, they don't have no offensive line.
Hold it real quick. Hold it down. Hold it real quick, bro.
Okay, I will. What's up, Raider Fly? What's up? What's up, Raider Fly? Oh, first week you guys in San Diego. Oh, I don't know, Raider Fly. I don't know, man. I think that's the L for you guys. Yeah, I think that's the L for you guys. 1-0-1. Uh-oh. I think week 4. We're coming. Let's go. I'm not worried about I'm not worried about.
There we go, Boone. Boone playing like Javonte Williams. He fighting for his life on that running back core. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Man. Let's go, boys. What up, Ryder? What's up, my Ryder? Let's go. OG, No Name, JPZ. What's up, bro? How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, I'm tired as hell, bro. Long day at work, and then got to have them damn chicken tacos, and now it's time for football.
I went to the Special Olympics today, bro, and how them youngsters over there. I did I pulled planes and stuff, bro, with ropes to see how fast we could. I pulled a plane like 10 yards to see if how much time it would take, bro. It was kind of cool. with all the Down
That's what's
syndrome
up.
kids and stuff. It was dope.
What's up, no name?
What up, son? How you been,
Get,
Shy?
Matt, getting ready for the season.
You know, it's the last preseason game. After this,
I'm,
it's nothing
I'm
but
so
meaningful
done.
football.
I'm so done with regular season. I'm just so done with preseason games.
It's man. I'm telling you, it's vital, bro. It's vital to have preseason. You have to have preseason, man.
You
You got
have
to know who's going to make the cut. You got to.
he's gonna make the team. He's not gonna make it.
Well, it's more than that. Also, it's conditioning, right? Like you gotta put pads on pads, man. If you ain't putting pads on pads, then you're not getting the experience of what it's like getting hit. You got to get your muscles ready, man. If you don't do
What?
that, that's my only hang up with Russ not playing is he hasn't been hit yet.
True. Very
You
true.
know,
Yeah, very
No,
true. Very true. I wanted him to at least get a series, bro, under his
I
belt.
know, but I
but
agree with the coaches.
well, I agree, but I also disagree, man. Like I said, man, you gotta ain't nothing like game time, bro. Ain't nothing like game time
Oh,
Yeah.
experience.
No, 100%. Um,
no, I'm not.
you know,
I'm not worried about no Kansas City defense.
Well,
you know who started for Seahawks. You heard who started for the Seahawks.
you know,
So, that gives us that's a week that we got a little time to get a little rust in there, man. Maybe knock some rust off. Plus, he gonna be trying to knock the rust off of them fools. So,
well,
you know what
remember,
I mean?
man. Remember, I mean, just because they're not going to be the most stellar team on offense now that they don't have any, they don't have like a bona fide real quarterback, and you know they don't have the greatest wide receiver core. The running back core is not very hefty. They still have a defensive line. That's one thing that they got.
Yeah.
And that defensive line, they still have a pass rush. Like I'm not me long enough to know that I'm not one to think unrealistically, man. I
Well,
definitely
let me
think
ask you,
realistically.
even with that, Rada, do you see them putting up points though on this defense with their
I
offense?
mean, I mean about in between 14 and 20, they
Yeah.
could realistically, just because it's the first game where it's all starters, you know what I mean? And we don't know what they're drawing up. They don't know what we're drawing up. So
Chargers
there's always a
have a
fill out
hard
period.
schedule.
That's all.
They got
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Chargers have a hard schedule, bro. But that's a hard way to start out the season. You playing a division foe the first week. That's hard, bro. You guys are gonna be knocking each other's head off. I'm gonna tune into that for sure.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention too, man. But we'll see.
Hey,
Come on, Brett. There you go. Get it out to Boot. Come on, Boot. Woo, did you see that stiff arm?
Yeah, and he's bigger than
my
him.
booth, my
And
booth's
he's,
looking good, man.
I mean, we got him from Minnesota.
what up,
He
T
got
A? TA, my ride or my Italian brother? What's up, bro? My high salute.
What's up, man?
Yeah, we got him from Minnesota. Remember he played with Minnesota? Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got him from Minnesota. So Raiders won. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I personally, and this is for everybody, man. I don't know. Like, everybody's talking up the Chargers like they're gonna be, the cream of the crop, and they're the best team in the West, and other
no,
people got KC. KC,
no,
I'm not
no,
seeing very much
no.
defense at all.
Neither, neither.
The Raiders, y'all got a defense, man. Y'all do, man, but
They don't got that defense I see, man.
they got a defense, man. I mean, you can and with a defense, you can always do something, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But them Chargers, man, I think that they're coming into this with big heads. I think they're all coming into this with too high hopes, saying, "Yeah, man, we're the cream of the crop,"
They looking
and I'm
fast.
just
They
gonna
looking
bring.
fast, motherfuckers.
Well, I'm just gonna bring a little bit of. You already know who I'm gonna talk about. The dude upstairs, man. I'm just gonna remember. Those who praise themselves will be humbled. Those who humble themselves will be praised.
Yeah.
Remember that, man. You know.
Yeah, I think what the Raiders got with Callum Jones and Max Cosby. Callum Jones and Max Cosby, they gonna be good together.
We'll see. We'll see. It's nothing but time will tell. You know
Time
what I
will
mean?
tell. All I know is, man, I had to throw on the old school, the custom edition, man,
The
50. You
50,
know what I'm saying? And who is
the
it?
50.
My boy Wolf, bruh.
Yeah,
My boy Wolf. You know what it is.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Oh,
I seen him on Mile High Roundup the other
Oh, that's
night.
tight. That's tie tie, bro. That's tie
Yeah,
tie.
I seen him on
I
the
was
Mile High Roundup the other night, man. That was pretty
I
dope
was
having him up on there.
I was showing the
That's a blow right there, bro. They took a big blow right there for sure, man.
Ooh.
Jackson's out. Jackson's out for
Oh
like
yeah.
6 games. He's out for 6 games, bro.
Woo. And so just so y'all know, man, all season, every single game.
You know what? I'm gonna second you on, man. We doing this for Demarius, bro. We doing
let's
it for
do it.
Demarius.
Every
Let's do it.
single game this season, I'm wearing nothing but DT, man.
DC, baby, this one's for you.
DT
First
boy.
week. Hey, first week when we gonna start that trend, bro. Demarius Thomas. That's what we gonna do. Hey, what up, wifey, Bronco Queen, Lady Sev, Lady Sev in
What's
the
up, girl?
building.
Wow,
All right,
man.
let's go, O. Let's go, O.
Second half, second quarter, third down and 7. Ripping in the shotgun.
He's got it. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, nice. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Oh,
Hey.
oh no. Was it helmet to helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, concussion.
Was that a bad hit?
That was a
Was that
bad
what it
hit,
was?
bro. It's 0-0 right now. Broncos are driving. I think we got the first hit to hit helmet to helmet. And kind of, you know what I'm saying? My boy KJ Hamler is getting the rust off, but he's looking all right in this game so far. Yeah. First down, baby. Keep the chains moving. Keep the chains moving.
I don't know, man. See, I'm still a fan of old school football, man. Like I want them to be able to hit, man. Let's see where this hit ended up. Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like
that
I'm
was
glad that
shoulder.
we got the
That was
penalty, man, but that looked like a legal hit, bro. That looked like just like a legal hit, bro. Like a normal fucking football hit, man.
That was shoulder to shoulder, honestly, to be truthful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing.
I was watching this thing where my buddy said me. They said Devil Carr's gonna have the best season in his life this year, better than Tom Brady, and he's gonna win more games than Tom Brady.
There we go. Follow that hope,
What
baby.
a run, baby. Come on, man. Let's go.
Let's go, Ryder. Let's go,
Rich,
my Ryder.
all I gotta say about Derek Carr is that he's not Aaron Rodgers, man. Everybody needs to get off of this train that Derek Carr is as good as Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry, man. He's not.
How did my boy
Russell
Wilson? How did my boy Russell Wilson miss 3 games and still have better stats than Derek Carr, though?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. Does that add up? No.
I'm just saying.
We good. We good. We just chilling. Preseason. You know how it is, Lady Sev. You know what I'm saying? Love you. Thank you for the store
All
run.
right, let's go, O. Hey,
Let's go,
we're at the 40. Come on now.
Come on,
Throw that football. Oh, good defense. Good defense.
Oh.
Yeah, that defense was coming off that left side, that right side.
Well, I mean, he played the pass real well, man. And got his hand stuck in there. That's good D right there.
You think so?
Yeah, I want one of those hats, bro.
Those hats are kind of dope, huh?
I want a 5950 of those, bro.
I can't wait to see what Wilson do in the next 60 more days.
Shy Lady Sev said hi.
What's up, Lady Sev? Let's go.
Oh, what a stiff arm. Oh, there went his mouthpiece.
What's up, Lady Sev? How are you today? Ooh, that's a hit. That's a helmet. That's a. My boot is looking good.
Let's go,
man.
offense. Let's go,
offense. Let's keep this drive moving, baby.
That offense is looking good.
Well, not. I mean, obviously, it needs to be more high flying than this.
Come on, Rippin. Come on, baby. Stay poised. It's all good. You got the boys on the drive right now. Come on.
Solid. That's a solid power. Okay, so he backed up. Yep, going right there.
Let's go.
That's good defense. That's good defense. All
Come
right,
on,
kick the
dude.
field goal, get the points. You straight. So how y'all feel about hey, and this goes for everybody on that's chatting and everybody. How's everybody feeling about John Elway no longer being a part of the team?
I
You know, I love John Elway, bro, because he's just Bronco blood, bro. Like he has his best interest is for the team, and for the fans that's saying that he just wants this team to diminish, bro. Like that just don't make sense to me. But maybe we just need we need a whole rebuild, bro, like all the way around, homie. I don't know. You know how do you feel? How do you
Some
feel at the moment?
well, I mean, I'm conflicted. I'm on both sides,
Yeah,
right? I think John Elway injects a lot of loyalty, right?
yeah,
His now we got to state the obvious, right? Or this obvious don't need to be stated,
I
but he he's a winner. He's a champion, right? He knows what it takes to win. But the issue is I think John Elway is a lot about John Elway.
exactly. I do too,
I
to be truthful.
with the John Elway, I don't like. The thing I didn't care about for him, the thing I didn't care about John Elway, he didn't draft. He didn't draft good players.
No,
No, he didn't draft really well. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he draft. Oh
not
my,
quarterbacks,
No,
but
bro,
he drafted good
bro,
players.
man, John Elway, as far as skill position players, John Elway, John Elway set this team up. All of our wide receiver, all of our defense. Who do you
yeah,
think drafted Von Miller?
John
Right?
Elway.
Right? Who drafted? I mean, Derek Wolf. Who drafted the
John
right
Elway
now,
did.
statistically speaking, the third best left tackle in football in Garrett Bowles, right? And believed in him, right? But and I agree with you, Lady Seb. A change definitely was needed because we were traveling down that road of just stagnant water, not really moving anywhere. I think the injection of George Payton was probably the best idea that he could have made.
Derek Collins just
What?
said no.
Whoa, bro!
Whoa. What the? Oh, they're gonna do that.
Raiders for life. He be saying the crazy. You're
John
you're
Elway
You
is
are
like, no,
absolute.
he's not.
What kind of
He's not Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling
yeah,
you
it's
that.
new. Hell yeah, it's new, bro.
Where's his
I had to
first
get.
MVP? Bro, let's see. First MVP. Wait, let's see his first playoff win.
Then I want to see it.
Manny Moda.
What
What's
up,
up, my
Manny?
water?
What up, Manny?
What's up,
But like,
Manny?
Derek Carr can't even sniff Aaron Rodgers' jock strap,
bro,
bro.
that's rarefied air, man. You can't be saying that Derek Carr is as good as Aaron Rodgers. Nah,
No.
bro.
I'm not
Just for
saying he's
my
bad,
information,
but he
nah,
definitely
bro.
ain't no Aaron Rodgers.
Is as good as Aaron. I can't believe I had to turn on the comments just to
I
read
don't
that
even.
shit all over
I
again, man.
can't read that way he said that. He said
The homie
Derek.
don't even have a playoff win, man. What are we talking about? He had worse stats than Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson was hurt 3 games last year.
Y'all better stop him. Pull that ball.
There
Pull
we
that
go.
ball. Nah, man. I can't.
What's up,
What
Bronco
up, Bronco
Fanatic?
Fanatic? What's up, my
What
dude?
up, man?
What's up, Mount
Bro,
Salute?
there's no way you just said that Derek Carr is as good. I
can't believe that way he said that too.
Bronco fans always use. It's the truth though. That's what kind of success is, man. Winning them meaningful games and being in them big games and winning.
You can't, bro. All right, yeah, we're gonna use that as an excuse. What excuse you got for us, huh? What excuse you got for us, huh? I mean, no, man. Let's bring it for real, man. Like, what you got for us, man? Come on now, because you're gonna have to bring it, man. Because that's a
Bronco fans
fact.
always use in the playoffs.
That's not conjecture, bro.
Carr
That's fact.
He ain't won one playoff win his whole life, his whole NFL career. Raider fans won the Super Bowl already. Yeah, I was gonna actually, to be truthful, I was gonna give you guys a Super Bowl ceremony today for preseason.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl on the preseason. Good for them.
I was gonna actually give you guys congratulations on a preseason ring. The preseason ring. Hey,
Joe Glenn is still trash. Will continue to be trash.
Nice defense, boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro. Man.
we could say one thing about Raiders for life. At least he's consistent, though. That
Well,
one,
Yeah.
the dude is a real fan.
he be representing though. Shout out to Raiders for life. But I
Yeah,
think
man.
losing.
Hey,
I think
nothing but
losing
love.
so much, bro. I think losing's messing up your brain cells, brother.
But like,
You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
saying, bro. For you to even put Derek Carr in the same rarefied air as Aaron Rodgers, bro, nah, bro, nah, bro, nah. Because I'm
You
gonna
know
be
dang
honest with you,
well.
man. Josh Allen's a great quarterback. He isn't even touching Aaron Rodgers, bro.
You know dang well. If you had a chance to trade for Aaron Rodgers, bro, you would be nice. You would be all
You
for it.
you would automatically be like, yo, who's Derek Carr, bro?
Derek Carr was supposed to be out of your franchise a year ago by the Raider fans. They said,
Yeah,
"Hey, get this dude out of here." They didn't even believe in him, bro. I don't even know if you believed in Derek Carr. But now you got Devontae Adams, and you think he's a Super Bowl caliber, better than Aaron Rodgers?
bro. Okay? So he's got the most comebacks, game winning or comebacks, bro. Bro. What does your what did Al Davis say? What did Al Davis say? Just win, baby. Right? Right? He just said just win.
Got to
But
cover that.
what big game has he won though? What playoff game has he won though?
You know,
Where
and that's the thing about it is, bro. That's what it's all about. It's that success in big games. And the
makes
thing
no
about it
sense.
is, Tim Tebow has a playoff win, homie. When you talk about quarterbacks like Tim Tebow having a playoff
People that have
win, and this is your franchise quarterback, it's not good look. It's not a good look, Lotto.
I'm sorry to go off on you there, Raiders,
Mark
man.
Sanchez has a
Hey,
playoff
Raiders,
win, bruh.
hey, Raiders, you my boy, dog, and I love you, man, but you already know that I gotta keep it real, man. You know, you're wrong.
Exactly.
You're
Mark
wrong.
Mark Sanchez, the Spanish Fly, got a playoff win.
He had a playoff game.
Yeah, you already know, Lotto. We all just passionate fans. You know, that's why I mess with you, TA. You the homie. Passionate
Bro,
for the Titans,
I feel the passion, man. But bro, yeah, Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl. But do you know what it takes to get to a Super Bowl?
No, because you haven't
Winning
been a part of
playoff
it.
games, bro. Winning playoff games. Winning big during the regular season. Winning enough to actually go. Being under the pressure and winning high pressure scenario games, man. Like, bro, like, nah, man. Come on,
Russ
man. I
has
love
been
you,
the best
dog.
at
I love you,
comebacks.
man. But no.
Yeah, Russ is the man comeback
And another
king.
fact.
Russ is the comeback king, bruh.
Oh, he is the comeback king.
Oh my God. Getting the shit kicked out of us up the middle, bro. Getting the shit kicked out of us up the middle, man.
That's what happened last week, too.
That's what happened last week against the Buffalo Bills, man.
To put him in the category. I never said he was better than Rodgers. I said they're just as good as each other.
They're not. But you're wrong. They're not as good as each other. It's not even a comparison, though, man. It really is not even a comparison, though, man. Like
Derek Carr.
There's no way. What? That's broken. That's a broken play. Yep.
They definitely need to hold him to 3. Let's go. Win for the young blood, the young rooks.
I'm telling you something.
You already know they're within 10 yards of the end zone, bro. They're not going to kick a field goal, bro. They're going to go for it and 4. It's preseason.
Russell, I'm telling you, Russell Wilson got a playoff game with then Derek Carr. And he got a Super Bowl when he get that Derek Carr. Why does
I say good night?
Radio Fly
Nope.
tripping
Nope.
now,
Denied.
Nice defense.
Denied. There you go, Nick. Nick Benito finally getting in on the action, bro.
Come on, baby. We need him to step up, man. We need him to step up. After Carr got his leg injury, he hasn't been the same, and that's true. Very true.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Come on, young Brooks. Come on, young blood. There we go. Nice defense, boy. Nice defense.
Way
Nice
to hold
defense.
him. Way to hold him back.
He's only saying Carr is a good as Rodgers because of what Adams.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
can't
no, no. Deny that. No, he's not.
you
No.
can't you can't say that because a player is trying to hype up his team. He has to look good in the presence of Raiders Nation. He got to look
You know
good in
what?
the presence.
You
He's,
you know why? You
Bro,
know
that's the
why?
same thing. Bro, that's the same thing about Tyreek Hill saying that Tua Tagovailoa is better than who? Patrick Mahomes? Bro, I hate the Chiefs, and I'm at least willing to say Tua Tagovailoa is no Patrick Mahomes,
no,
bro. Like,
they got to amp up their new teams, their new quarterbacks. They got to do it in the face of their quarterback, but that's not true at all. You know, it's not true at all, man. Come on, we got to
Yeah.
be
hey,
real.
yeah, but you sitting here saying about championship games. What does it take to get to a championship game?
Playoff.
Playoffs.
You
Talk
could. I
about
mean, anybody can
playoffs.
say anything that they want, but that's a championship game. That's one game from the Super Bowl. Yeah, sure. He's 1-5. When he won that one, he's 1-0 in the Super Bowl. Like you can't, bro. You cannot put Derek Carr, bro. You are giving me a migraine, bro.
I know how you feel.
Bro, where is the Excedrin, bro? This is not like this is football, man. You gotta be real, man. Come on, man. Keep it real, bro. You already know that's
They
fake,
only
bro.
say that because Derek Carr had them played together in
I
college.
told you. I told you they're gonna go for it on 4th and goal. I told you they will. It's gonna be some weird shit. Watch.
They're gonna
I
go after
think.
they're
Yep,
gonna
it's gonna be. Yep. Eh, denied, baby. Denied, baby. Come on.
the young rooks. Let's go. Let's eat. Nice. Show,
Jonas
bro.
Griffith. Jonas Griffith. What?
Let's go, Rodders. He's like 1-5 in championship games, NFC championship games. What is
Playoff.
Carr? Tell me Carr's record in the AFC championship games.
Oh,
Let's,
bro, they might challenge that.
did he
They
break the
might
plane?
challenge that, bro. Because I mean, realistically, from that side view, bro, that looked like that ball broke the plane. But it's preseason. If they challenge it, it's. I mean, it's. I mean, it's going a little bit much for a preseason game for something that doesn't matter.
Hey, I like that. I like that pushing the defensive line right there. I like them. I like that push right there. Let's go, man. Carr is good, but nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll
agree. He's
admit that
good.
Carr is not a
Oh,
bad
he's
quarterback,
good, but he's
bro.
not nowhere near
He's not a
Aaron Rodgers.
bad quarterback, bro. He's not a bad quarterback. He sure as hell ain't no Paxton Lynch. That's for damn sure,
Paxton Lynch was terrible.
right? Right. Paxton Lynch was like the one of the worst decisions this franchise has ever made. Like, and then that's on, and I'll admit it, that one's on John Elway.
Yeah, he
Right.
thought he was. Kyle
Well, I
Orton. I
mean,
hated Kyle Orton more than anybody though. I could have
oh
stabbed
man.
Kyle Orton, bro.
Me
So
too.
well,
I
I mean,
can't
look who
stand
took
Cal.
over for Kyle Orton and ended up winning a playoff game that same
Yeah.
year. No, he's not. Josh Allen is not as good as Aaron Rodgers. No, he is not. You're not.
But
No, man, you're not correlating, bro. You're not understanding what it means to be a Hall of, like, Derek Carr will not go into the Hall of Fame based on his career right now, bro. Like, he's nowhere. No, okay, check this out, bro. Derek Carr is not at a Dan Marino level, and Dan Marino never won the Super Bowl.
denied.
Facts, bro.
Denied.
He's pretty far behind, bro.
Yeah, he's all the way behind actually.
I am.
But like, yo, like Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl, and Dan Marino is a whole hell of a lot better quarterback than Derek Carr was.
Okay.
Like ever.
Rado for
Yeah, he's
life.
a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I gotta
Yeah,
say
but-
something about Rado for life. Rado
Josh
for life.
Allen.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, so then we could honestly say, if you're gonna say that he hasn't had a bona fide team around him, bro, we could honestly say that so did Jake the Snake. We could say the same thing, man. You can't use excuses, man. Just say your quarterback isn't
He got
as
in the
good,
touchdown,
man.
bro. He got the touchdown.
They got a touchdown.
Yeah.
I told you, man. I told you that objectively, man. It looked like that ball crossed the plane when he first tried to get that push, man.
Denver Broncos will make the playoffs this season with a 5-11-5 record. I could see that. I could see
No,
that.
I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking 11-5, man. The early part of our seasons, it's we have what at the sixth easiest, maybe seventh easiest schedule in football.
Yeah.
I think I saw,
The
and I think
Seahawks,
the
when
very
you got the
beginning. I
Seahawks,
think the very beginning of it.
the
I think
beginning,
the
we
very
got the
beginning of the
Seahawks.
season, before the bye, we're almost. I mean, we'll lose maybe one game, and then after that, it's the hardest stretch that we got because we're playing like basically all playoff teams and the AFC West, and I think that we're going to tie the series with each team, if not sweep the Chargers. Because that's just, I mean, we got a bona fide quarterback, and we always seem to be their Achilles heel. That's just the truth. Like last year, bro,
No,
we beat them. So I think that we're gonna go. I think that we're gonna go probably 13-4. And by the way, it can't be 11-5, bro.
Oh yeah, because we got
So
17 games.
so I think that we're gonna end up going 13-4. I think that I think that it's gonna be the same. I think we're gonna have the same record as the Chiefs, but it's gonna be based on who else beat another AFC opponent, and I think that we're gonna end up winning that particular battle. So it's going to be up to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos to win the West. I don't see the Raiders winning the West, even though y'all got a stout defense. That's cool, man, but you can't win it with just one wide receiver. You can't. You have to have a stronger run game. Josh Jacobs is a great runner. He's a great runner, but I just don't see him making as much production as he did last year.
Verge of losing his job starting as the running back over there.
Right. I agree, man. Joe Flacco, bro. I think Joe Flacco threw the games, bro. I think he came over to Denver just to throw games, bro.
They got on my nerves too.
Let me see. Carr has not been able to have a good.
Like I said, man, that's an excuse, bro. That's an excuse, bro. Like that first year that Henry Ruggs played, for real.
Seth Williams, 30-yard catch. Let's go down that sideline.
Yeah, I'm outside, so I ain't watching the game, but
that's why I told you, Seth Williams, look out for him. No name. I was trying to tell you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I seen him in preseason balling out. I mean, in the training camp.
Yo, well, I think him and Virgil. I think between him and Virgil, bro, those two are, bro. We're gonna have, like I said last season, man. We have the deepest. After we lost our last game, we were having that conversation, man. And honestly, man, I think that we have the deepest wide receiver core in the AFC, like the deepest in the AFC. Now, I'm not saying that we're anywhere near as good as the Bills.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
because the Bills are the class of the AFC this year, bro. Like hands down.
Oh yeah, I give it to them all the way there because their depth is good too. They got depth players that are step up, and that's what it needs sometimes to overtake you when you have that depth.
Bro, why you so let me ask you something here, Raiders one, bro. You know I got nothing but love for you, homie. You know that we cool, man. So I ain't trying to dish at you, bro. But I really want to know, what is your affinity for the motherfucking Chargers, bro? Like, what is this affinity for the fucking Chargers, man? Y'all have it, man. Every single motherfucking walking the Chargers up for the past 5 fucking seasons, and what have they done? Bro, I gotta know. I gotta understand where your logic comes in, bro, because it makes no fucking sense whatsoever to say that the Chargers are going to do anything. Because technically speaking, if you're looking at it as a scientific method, bro, the Chargers are a failed experiment, bro.
He keeps calling. I have us going 11-6, possibly 12-5 if we steal a dub. I say we could steal a dub, man. I think this team has it in them to steal a couple dubs that we ain't supposed to win. Seth Williams, another first, baby. Come on. Nice.
There we go.
There's too many winnable games, Raiders for life. Too many winnable games on this schedule, bro. I know you have a bias against the Broncos, but you're not looking at it as a whole, bro.
Bro, you can't be calling schedules based on your own bias, bro. You got to look at it objectively.
Read for life
Like
says
your
he's going.
bias, your subjective bias really doesn't mean anything. Just like my subjective bias doesn't mean anything. I got to look at facts, bro. I got to look at statistics. Just because I feel some, go baby, go baby, go baby, touchdown, baby,
Touchdown.
let's go,
Let's
That's
go. Let's
touchdown,
go.
boy.
touchdown, baby,
Nice.
let's go.
Joe Flacco quit in the Chiefs game with the Pat. Yeah, he did,
Yeah,
bro. He used to
yeah, he
piss me
did.
off, man. He pissed me off in that game for sure. Yeah, that was terrible, bro. What's good, fam? Hey, Fizzle production in the house. Mile High salute,
What?
Rada. What's good with you,
Okay.
bro?
Why
We getting
can't
ready for
Radio
the
for
season,
Life
baby.
said the Broncos going 8-9 this year?
Yeah, Raiders for Life is hoping that, but
Bro,
That's
you
not
want to
going to
now
manage
you
the
happen,
and
Radio
now
energy,
for
you
Life.
and
man.
now you letting your bias is showing. Just to let you know, your bias is showing. There's no way that the Raiders are winning the AFC West this year. There's
It's
no
either,
way, bro.
it's either the Broncos, the Chargers, or the Chiefs.
Jeremy, what's up, bro? Mile High salute, bro. What's
And
good with
it's
you,
not
Jared?
even the Chargers. The Chargers aren't even an argument in this fight right now, bro.
Well, I
Not
guess.
bro. You have to look at things objectively. Like I said, bro, the Chargers are scientifically a failed experiment, bro.
So you think the Broncos going to win the rest this year?
Do I think they are?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be between us and the Chiefs, yeah.
No, the Chiefs don't not. No, don't even say the Chiefs. They
No,
don't got no.
bro, I gotta be objective, man. I gotta be objective. I gotta use facts to be able to base what my reality is on, man, and what I
But
think is
their
gonna happen.
defense is
They had a
horrible.
fantastic draft, bro, for their defense. Yeah, they're rookies, but they had a great defensive draft this year. The Raiders didn't really draft anybody. The only thing that they did was added a couple of weapons, and then obviously you got how many players on the Raiders right now are facing legal battles, right? And then you got to deal with Josh McDaniels for one, and between us three, we already know the Josh McDaniels experience, bro.
That's true. Yeah, I know about him.
Okay, he is not a team first coach, man. He is a coach first, bro. Like you
Go.
can't,
Let's go.
bro.
Let's go. Let's go,
Historical
Marshall
aspect matters,
Washington.
bro. Historical aspect matters, bro. Like I think Raiders, honestly, it's going to be between the Raiders and the Chargers vying for not being in the basement.
You think the Raiders might be in the basement this year?
Who? The Raiders?
The Raiders. Yeah.
It probably. Yeah, bro, I was just covering that. Raiders won. I was just covering our schedule, bro. Have you seen what our schedule looks like at the very beginning of the season, bro? And then all the way through our bye. And then it comes down to what is that, like week 10, week 11? And you're going to tell me that we're not going to win 1 of 6 games, maybe 2 of 6 games, bro? Bro, that hat is dope, bro.
I had to get it,
that
bro.
one
I had to
too,
get it
bro.
because it matches that right there, man. You know what it is, man. Let's go, Broncos.
Yeah, America, baby. But yeah,
White, the
man,
only
I
team I have.
gotta be real, man. I gotta be real. I think that the Chargers will probably end up being in third, to be honest with you. Maybe not, man. The Raiders may get in third, man, but I don't see the Raiders winning at all. And Kansas City, their defense is inexperienced without Tyrann Mathieu. Sorry, man. And then now their number one weapon in Tyreek Hill gone, right? And you got Mecole Hardman, bro, who just drops pretty much almost everything coming his way.
Their defensive line is all right, Bronco fanatic, but I'm not too in on the secondary. That's the only thing. That's the suspect aspect. So we don't know. But their defense on the defensive line looks kind of nice. It's just that secondary. Get him. Get him.
There you go.
you
Kept him at the 19-yard line. That's what's up.
You know what? I
Bro,
like what
no shit. But we have experience in the past dealing with Josh McDaniels,
Yes,
bro.
we do.
He is a hot head, man. That dude thinks that his shit don't stink, bro. Like I'm telling you, man, you're not gonna like Josh McDaniels being your quarterback or being your head coach by the end of the season,
I feel
man.
for you, man. He's gonna give if he's
Oh
going.
my God! And they got Tom. I forgot about that. They have, bro. Your special teams is going to be porous.
That's why you'll lose
Bro,
games.
minimum
because of
30
special
yards
teams.
on the run back on every kickoff and punt.
That's
That's pretty
boy.
much guaranteed. That's what's up. Loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, you're gonna lose games just because of field possession.
Just because
For
of field
real, though.
possession. Bro, Tom McMahon. Bro,
Thomas
the end of the
Mack.
season is what matters, and I'm telling you, you telling me that we're not going to win at least 1 to 2 games in 6 with Russell Wilson and our depth at offense, our running game, our defense. Man, be real, bro.
Thank you, Racism.
We got all the swag up here today. You know what it is. Let me see. Oh, you got that bill too, no name. Nice defense, boys. Come on, wrap up, man.
That was
Oh, you're
horrible
going to be
tackling, bro.
you're
You
going
need
to.
to be gone.
That's terrible. Yeah, bro. That was terrible tackling.
Arm
So you're
tackling,
going to
bro.
be
They
at
ain't
the
wrapping up.
Ravens. You're going to beat the Rams. You're
Huh?
going to beat the Titans. Titans. That's a toss up game. Yeah,
That's
we
a
can
tough.
beat the Titans.
Bro, for
Going to
number
beat the
one, the
Chiefs.
Titans defense only got worse. Right? The Ravens have already been figured out. As long as you keep Lamar Jackson within the pocket or within 5 yards of the pocket, bro, you're gonna win the game, bro. Like you're gonna win the game. He's a rushing quarterback. He's not a he sure he's got an all right arm, man, but his accuracy, bro, it ain't what it used to be. He doesn't have the tight ends that he used to have. Nah, man, and their defense is nowhere near as good this year. They lost 2, 3 different position players on defense. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good on that.
And the
Bro,
Chiefs, the Chiefs, to be truthful, bro, like they don't have really a lot of weaponry to stop everybody. So, yeah, if they put up points, they're gonna have to stop people to put up points, and I just
and
don't see
that's
them stopping everybody.
right, and that's what I'm saying. But your secondary, every single year you say that your secondary is underrated. Every single year. You said the same thing last year, bro.
And what did they rank, man? They were not that good.
Yeah, bottom half of the league.
Oh,
Right, right. I mean, I can't speak any worse about Josh McDaniels than I currently am, man. Like he
See,
is.
this is the thing about it is when the Raiders start going in a slump, he's not going to be a motivator. That's the thing.
No,
When you
he's
no.
start
not.
going in a
No,
slump, he's
no,
going to call your players out and he's going to put them under the bus, yell at them. They're gonna separate from that shit, bro. That's
they
why
Bro,
I'm
gonna.
they're
saying
gonna give up on the
He's
coach,
gonna
bro.
get. Look at
Get it.
Josh
Wow, look at the
McDaniels'
protection.
job
Get
is
it. Get him.
where's the holding though? Where's
Let's
the holding,
go.
man? So
There
you're
goes a
going to
hold.
beat the
There's
Ravens.
there's a flag.
You're going to beat the Titans. Yeah, that's a very winnable game. The Titans, bro.
Yeah,
Going to the Rams.
yeah.
The Rams
that.
might be.
The
It's
Rams,
going to be a hard
hey,
task.
I didn't say that we're gonna win every single game, dog. I didn't say that. I said you think out of 6 games we're not gonna win at least 2? Any given Sunday, cuz you even know about that. Come on now. You had the odds stacked against you last year against in a bunch of different games, bro, and y'all won. Y'all won. Everybody thought that y'all was gonna lose, and then y'all won. What
Panthers is a
happened?
win.
What happens? What happens when
Panthers.
that happens? You
I
ain't
don't.
gonna
I
admit
mean,
that?
Panthers is a winnable game for us. The Colts is going
Panthers?
to be
You're
hard.
gonna
Yeah, the
seriously
Panthers.
who's bro? No, the Panthers. No, and the Colts. The Colts ain't got a defense. Are you serious? Oh, what a stop! What
Let's
a
go,
stop,
boy.
baby!
Nice. Broncos will beat the Chiefs at least once. Yeah. I mean,
Yes,
why not?
we, we get.
We got a defense to slow down quarterbacks and an offense, and we got a quarterback to actually score points, put up points. We got a defense that can slow down any quarterback, and we got a quarterback that can put up points. Yes,
Bro, you
it's
have
winnable.
to admit. You have to admit, bro. You have to admit. At least we're gonna have a winning season, bro. Like you can't, bro. I know that you hate the Broncos. I know you do. I know you do, bro. But you cannot sit here and say, thinking objectively, that the Broncos are going to have a losing season. That doesn't make
That's not
sense,
this
bro.
year. I don't see that happening this year. With Russell
The Panthers
Wilson,
and the Colts, yes, we're going to win both of those. They must have got some interceptions, obviously. Well, I mean, obviously, bro. Like, and then 9-8. All right, man. So check this out, bro. Now I know what to expect from you, homie. You straight.
not
I mean, we cool.
not
Like I said, man.
defense.
Nothing but
Nick
love, bro.
Vegito.
Nothing but
Nick
love. But
Vegito. Let's
nah, man,
go.
you ain't in this reality right now, bro. Like you really ain't. And I'm gonna have a conversation with you at one point in time in this season, man, where you really start understanding. Okay, the Broncos ain't what you thought they were, bro. I'm gonna just let you know, bro. the amount of hate that the Broncos get on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, the amount of hate that we get, you're going to sit here and believe the media. Not one snap has Russell Wilson taken, bro. But from last year being the number 3 quarterback in the league, not one snap happens. Now he's number 10. And Drew Lock went from the last to the first after the draft.
You guys are in for a rude awakening with
Or
Russ, bro.
worse to the 26th, bro. Like you ain't real, bro. You ain't real, bro. Come on,
We
man.
can beat the Titans. Yep, mandatory. We can beat the Titans.
Yeah, we can beat the Titans.
Chiefs.
We could beat Tennessee, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. 4th down, baby.
We could split with the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep.
Yep.
So you
Titans
think
don't have AJ Brown. Robert Woods is coming off of ACL surgery. Yes, that's winnable games. I don't know what this dude he be sipping the juice.
you
Bro,
don't know what
that's
he's talking about, man?
And Derrick Henry is already sliding, man.
He's old. He's lost
The amount
Derrick
of
Henry's
hate,
already
bro.
sliding, bro.
You
Bro,
got
if you
people
gon-
really sucking up the Raiders, homie. What is you talking about?
Bro,
You got people literally
the
in the
national
media.
media loves the Raiders, regardless of how much that intra office issues that y'all be getting, bro. Come on, man. Y'all just got done getting. I mean, y'all got a lawsuit happening right now against
Gruden.
what's his name, Davis. I got Mark Davis, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all got lawsuits happening, bro. Like y'all franchise is in chaos, son. And you sitting here talking about the media hates y'all, man. They ain't even covering y'all shit, bro. No, bro. No, you wrong about that, bro. The Broncos been hated on for way longer, bro. What are you talking about? Broncos have always been hated. Come on.
You know what?
For real.
They
You're going to
don't
equate the two.
Our own radio station out here is biased against Broncos. So what are you talking about?
Every single year, man.
Colorado. They're the ones that talk the most. Like Raiders are most hated. Oh, get over it.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
Nah, bro.
We can't even get when we do good things. We can't even get no praise on anything. It's still
Right.
what did they do wrong? Our own fans be doing that shit, man. Stop it.
Okay, explain to me if y'all hate it as much as us, man. Then explain to me why every single pundit on the NFL Network, on NBC Sports, on ESPN, all said that the Broncos were going to lose every single game in 2015, every single one of our playoff games, bro.
Every single
Explain
one
to
with
me.
Peyton Manning.
Explain to me
and the
with
best
Peyton Manning
defense in the league. The
and
best defense,
the best defense, and they couldn't stop the Panthers. Couldn't
the
stop
Steelers.
the Steelers. Couldn't stop the Patriots.
And then what did we do to the Panthers?
beat them up.
Didn't have
I'm just saying. When so what do you think that us going number 1 AFC seed was a fluke? After we destroyed the Super Bowl, bro?
What happened when we played against the Packers, bro? No chance. When we had Terrell Davis, when we had John Elway, Howard Griffin, Ed McCaffrey, Ross Smith, Ray Crockett, Steve Atwater, Tyrell Braxton, John Mobley, Neil Smith, Alfred Williams. What did they say, bro? We didn't have no chance against the Packers. And what happened?
Bro, the only season where they ever gave us praise was 1998 after we came out of the Super Bowl victorious, and then we went straight 13-0. Yeah. That was the only season where the Broncos have ever been like, okay, this is legitimately the greatest team in football right now. That was the only time when we ever, bro, when we won the Super Bowl, we were expected to like our strength, our what was that? The power strength or whatever they call it, bro. We were 5th, but we won the Super Bowl with the best defense ever. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be real. Get real. Here we go. Come on, Washington.
He could take it back to the house anytime.
Yeah, but he's stuck at the 10.
Yeah, I see.
That was bad, man.
Shit.
See, man, that's one of the things that I really don't like about, and this happens with every single team, man. Is they always got some dude. The new locker room is dope, bro. But this happens all the time, man. These kickoff returners, they think this juking and jiving and trying to fake somebody out is going to actually get them something when all they need to do is turn left, right? All they need to do is turn right and just start running. Because obviously Washington outrun pretty much everybody on that field. Broncos are getting slept on. Says, okay, we'll leave that today. Hey, man, just like you said, bro. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Brett.
Nice,
There we
boy.
go. There we
Brad
go.
Rip is looking good today,
Are getting
man.
slept on it. It's that if that's okay, we're about to leave their asses. Yeah, they're gonna. It's a rude awakening coming, bro.
And if
You got a quarterback that's so determined to let fools know this is Russ, homie. And you guys think that you think he's gonna play with yous? You got the game twisted, homie. You got the game twisted.
bro, there's a reason why all of Broncos country, why we're all saying we thrive on hate, bro.
And you know what? I'm telling you. I
And
know
how many times you been in the playoffs and how many playoff games have you won?
Zero.
None. Who
Zero.
won a
Just
playoff?
saying.
Max.
Who won the playoff game for life? Tell me. Zero. Zero.
There's quarterbacks that don't even post to have a playoff win, got a playoff win.
Della call golf. No.
Oh no.
Patrick Mahomes golf. Speaking
Ooh,
playoff win.
that was a bit, man. See, right there, bro. Seth
We have
Williams.
the same amount of playoff wins since 2015. Raiders for life.
Wow. Look at that. Seth Williams wasn't even paying attention. He would have
Come
had
on,
a 20-yard.
Sethie.
He would have had a 20-yard reception right there, man. Come on, man. You got to play better than that. Come on. Let's go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
2nd and 10. That's what's up. Let's go, baby.
I
There we go.
love that.
Guys.
I love their new locker rooms, man. I love the new
Yeah.
locker rooms.
Yeah, their locker rooms are real nice now. I love that lit up Broncos
They
head up
really-
there. They ain't changing the logo.
They really
We
upgrade
got-
that locker
The reason why is because we got a Super Bowl winning quarterback and we got a better defense than y'all. We got
Bro.
a better defense than half of the league. That's why. What
Bro,
up, Eric? What's up, my bro?
Basically,
My
all the way through week 10, we can win pretty much almost every single one of those games.
Oh, Brad Rippon.
including in Vegas. Including
Yeah.
in Vegas. Raiders for life.
But
Come on, Brett.
Just mad
Let's go,
because
Brett. Let's go, Brett. First down throw right here. Bam. Oh, he dropped it. Oh,
Come
he
on,
dropped
baby.
it. 4 down.
Yeah.
4
Yes,
down. What are you
boy.
going to do? Let's go for it. Bro, it's
There you go.
preseason. Go for it.
They ain't gonna play it.
Bro, it's preseason. Go for it. Man, he
It
ain't
was
even had
Ryan
full
his
control of that
miss,
ball
bro.
looking downfield, bro, like a rookie, bro.
You know what? Radio for life.
Ryan
just
his miss. Ryan his miss, homie. You should have went for it. They should have went for it.
Steeler Nation. Steeler Nation. What sells you on the fucking Chargers, bro? What part of the Chargers do you think they're gonna, bro? Been hearing the same thing for 5 years, bro.
Their offensive lines is atrocious. That offensive line is it's going to be a downfall for them dudes, bro.
Yes, Raiders won. I think that we will go 13-4. I think that's the best record that we can get. Yes, absolutely.
13-4 Radio for life.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I think that is more than
13-4.
doable. I think that is more than doable. And you keep saying that the Raiders are being slept on. I'm telling you right now, bro, look at what you doing. You sitting here sleeping on the Broncos talking about we're going to have a losing record with the Hall of Fame, bona fide, first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback that's a Super Bowl winner and a Super Bowl. That's a fumble.
Nice, boy.
That's picked up. Let's go, baby. Touchdown.
Let's go, baby. That's that boy Barry Browner. Did he get the sack or he just got the
He
touchdown?
picked it up. No. He caused the strip and
Let's
then picked up the
go.
football and ran it in for the touchdown, baby. Let's
Hey,
go.
And that goes to the fools that are down him at that position.
Barry Browning. Strip,
Let's go, boy.
strip sack, picked up. That motherfucker was counting his change right next to him.
Hey, so we have Bronco fans that said that he ain't gonna be shit at that position. Bronco fans saying that, bro.
Oh, bro, it wasn't him. Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
he got that pressure though. He definitely got that pressure.
Oh yeah, he made. Yeah, did you see that dude that was standing right behind him? He was sitting there counting his chains, bro. Had
Nice,
no idea
boys.
that there was a football at his feet.
So it can go anyway. 10-7, bro. It could go anyway, but I just don't see. I don't see the Chargers. Their offensive line is too suspect, bro. They're losing key players. Man, the Raiders, the defense don't scare me. The secondary definitely don't scare me. Their defensive line is good, but we're gonna see what the defense. We're gonna see what that secondary does. You know,
Bro,
like
but Steeler, but it's man, Steeler Nation, man. You got to justify why you think, bro. The Chargers schedule is
it's
like
brutal. It's
so much
brutal.
harder, bro, than the Broncos schedule, bro. Like you must not understand, man. They base your schedule this year on where you placed last year. The Broncos have the easiest schedule in the AFC West. Period, bro. Period. And how does anybody think? How does anybody think that the Chargers and the Raiders are going to end up winning the West this year when y'all, both of y'all, have the same strength of schedule, which is like literally you're in the top 10 hardest schedules in football, man, and y'all still think that y'all are going to win every game, man. Like I
Come on,
guarantee
let's
you,
go.
what do you?
Let's go.
It
Let's
just doesn't
go,
make any
Brown
sense,
Brownie.
man. I'm
Let's
sorry, man.
go.
Facts ain't behind you on this one, bro. Yep, facts ain't behind you, bro. I love you. I love you, just like I always do. But facts ain't got you, bro.
I'm telling you, Bill Brownie's looking good, man.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's the big thing. Is there's some fools that saying that he should have moved to that position, bro, and they're
Boy,
pretty down on him moving to that position.
he's looking good, man.
So every time he's successful at that position, it's a slap in their face, man, for saying that he's not good at that position.
Yes, like a wet fish, bro. Right in the face, just
Yeah,
slap, 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 slap. Oh my god, man.
get
That's the
that
one
fool,
thing that I
man.
think might hurt us is if I mean, yeah, it's second and third string. It's third stringers in right now, but like inside the tackles, man, that run defense, bro, they need to tighten up.
They
They need to
go.
tighten that
Hey,
shit up.
hey, we still got time to fix that crap. We don't play. We got a long, almost 3 weeks, almost 2 weeks to get that stuff done.
Let's go, man.
Hey, Raiders won, man. I just wanna go ahead and bring some up, man. You can't use that first year head coach and full staff and all
No,
that.
Justin
Can't
Jones is
use that.
gone.
Can't use that.
Excuses.
Also, like Fanatic was saying earlier, man. You got Tom McMahon. You got Tom
Thomas man,
McMahon
I forgot
as
about
your
that.
special teams coordinator, bro. That is the
That's
worst, statistically, the worst special teams coordinator in football, bro. Last year,
he was bad for us, man.
he was
And,
statistically the worst special teams coordinator. And special
and I
teams
feel
will lose
I
this
feel I
and
feel
will
And
win
bad.
you games.
I already heard other Raider fans crying about that. I heard other Raider fans already talking about the special teams, bro. So it's not going to be good this season for them. And when you lose field position, it's not ever good, bro.
I said we're gonna be better than the Raiders this year.
Actually, what was our weakness? Well, are you saying that our run defense was our weakness? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Go look at the stats one more time instead of just tossing something out like that and go throw up a stat. Go throw up a stat.
Chargers are getting hyped every year. Other
And it's the
years,
same
it's the
outcome.
same
Bronco
outcome.
fanatic, man. I can't give you a bigger salute, bro. Thank
Fumble.
you for saying the exact same thing that I was saying.
Yeah, we beat them with any quarterback we have. How you gonna let Drew Lock come back in the fourth quarter when you're down by 3 possessions and take the game for you?
I same old song and dance with the Chargers, man. You can't, bro. It's not. It doesn't make sense, man.
16
It
really.
really don't make sense, homie. 16. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
No,
Like I
it was
said,
not. It was like a
go
10.
look at statistics. Our actual worst weakness, our worst weakness was from the coach that y'all got coaching special teams now, bro.
And the thing about it is, if that's the case, We got a monster in that interior defensive line now. DJ Jones, bruh. He's
What
a
a catch,
monster.
man. That's a nice
That
catch,
was a
bro.
nice. That's how you earn a roster spot, bruh.
That's a nice catch, man.
He
Yeah.
specializes in stopping the run, bruh. He specializes in stopping the run in that defense interior, like
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. The one that hurt the most,
Shelby Harris.
oh man, that one hurt, bro.
That was
Oh
my
man,
dog,
did
man.
that one hurt, bro?
Well,
That bro, what he did against the Steelers last year, picking that off in the end zone.
Oh yeah, they
he
only
was
had like what? They were on the drive. They had only 1 yard to get to the
At
touchdown.
2 yard line, man, 2 yard line, bro, and he threw it. Shelby Harris picked that shit out of thin air, bro. Oh, they kicking a field goal.
He was
Shelby
clutch.
Harris. Shelby Harris is a good player.
Block it.
That's the thing killed me.
Block it.
He was
He-
good
block
for us.
Block it. Block it.
He was
Come on,
even clutch
block it.
against the Raiders when he knocked that
Block it.
pass down.
Block it. Block it. Oh, he got it off. All right, 17-10.
Yeah, he came clutching against the Raiders too when he knocked that pass down.
Yep.
Well,
I know it was, yeah, I'm just saying, man. There's no way. There's no way. I know y'all hate the Broncos just because we're the Broncos. It's not for any other reason than we're the Broncos and we come from Denver and y'all think that we a Cowtown. No, son. It ain't like that, bro. It ain't like that. Now, it doesn't make sense. Statistically, it doesn't make sense. Bias cannot run everything, bro. Sorry.
I really, what I really like this new coaching staff we got right now, man.
hey, tell me this stat. Since we talk about defense, what did your secondary rank in the NFL last year? Raiders for life. What did they rank though? What did your secondary rank, bro? Let me know that stat. And then to go off of that, with that trash secondary you have, how are you going to stop the Broncos' airstrike, brother? You can't stop it with your secondary because whoever you put on Jerry Jeudy or KJ Hamler, they're just going to get beat.
So
Bro,
he never heard Tom McMahon before.
bro,
Whoa, what the?
bro. He was all right, bro. All right. So if you're middle of the pack, anything, that's when you don't hear of somebody. When you're the best at something, that's when you hear of somebody. And when you're the worst of something, that's when you hear of somebody.
Let's go, boy.
Tom McMahon was the worst special teams coordinator in football last year. Like legit, bro.
You're
I'm
going
gonna
to lose the
right now.
field position battle, bro.
Bro, your defense will be on the field on the 35 or the 40 almost every single possession.
And the Raider fans are already talking about that. They're already complaining about that. Even in the preseason, they've been complaining about that.
There's no way your special teams is going to be able to keep you in games, bro. And then now we got Washington. We got Washington about to carve up your special teams, bro. Like we'll get in both of our games. We'll get at least one kickoff return for a TD, bro. In both of our games.
That's how we do it, boy. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man, for sure.
Sorry about Radio for Life. Let me say something about Radio for Life. Raiders not going to win the AFC West. They don't have no defense, and Derek Carr is garbage.
Get him, Shy. Tell him, bro. Let him know.
Bro, I saw the hairs in your nose, son.
He was compacted at that.
We not playing around this year. To all the Chiefs, and my stepdad's just mad because he's a Cowboys fan.
Ouch. So I'm gonna be real with this one here, Sev. I'm gonna be 100% real with you, man. I'm gonna keep it all 100, bro. I think the Bengals. Okay, to be honest with you, I think the Bengals and the Bills will be playing in the AFC Championship.
Bengals not going nowhere this year.
Yeah, I can see it because they're the top runners, bro. the Bills have so much depth that can play. You got
They might
second
go.
stringers
They
that
might
play
go
just
to
like
the
first stringers,
Super
bro. They have depth. Like they
bro.
can rotate in their players for
And
sure.
they
Hell yeah.
had an amazing draft this year. They
They might.
had an
They might.
amazing draft, bro.
Buffalo Bills might go to the Super Bowl this year
No, Buffalo Bills will go to the Super Bowl this will, and they will
if they
probably
don't.
end up winning it. And they'll
If they
probably
don't
winning,
go.
and they'll probably win,
I wouldn't be mad at them for it.
probably
I
win
wouldn't be
against
mad.
the Rams again. Huh?
Yeah, I
Rams
definitely
not
wouldn't. I
going.
wouldn't be mad at them. They deserve it finally, man. After so many years of being
Right,
devastated.
right.
So
Joe,
who?
bro, I
So
ain't playing the
okay.
first couple weeks of the season.
Huh?
He's an injury or something like.
So
Is
who
he
do you
hurt?
pick?
Joe Burrow? Nah.
So who do you pick in the Super Bowl this year?
Bro, where are you basing your facts on? That Joe Burrow will why would you be wishing that a player got hurt or something like that? I know that you didn't say it with your words, but I'm just saying like that's the inference, bro. Is that something weird is going to happen because Joe Burrow right now is is probably the second best quarterback, maybe the third best quarterback in the AFC, man.
Mm. I don't know. I don't know about that one right there. That just kind of sounds. You're reaching for him to get
His
hurt.
appendix,
That's probably win some games.
bro, an appendicitis.
Ooh, that is bad.
You're thinking that an appendicitis is going to keep him from playing like more than 2 weeks?
Mr. Unlimited will be Mr. Unlimited from going to the playoffs. That's for sure.
I'm gonna say something.
He's
You know
determined.
what? Like I'm talking about what we just added. What we just added from the free agency and this new ownership and
You know
the
what?
new coaching staff.
All this, bro. This ain't even trash talk, bro. So what I'm going to go on ahead and do is I'm gonna just say we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. And at the end of the season, whoever's on top of who
Got to come crow up and say,
is gonna get the bragging rights, and whoever doesn't, whoever's on the bottom of that chart
Roger, you know what it is, Rod. A
has
mile
That's
high.
right,
has gotta, you know what I'm saying, has gotta eat that crow, bro. You gotta eat that crow. So we'll see,
Here's to
bro.
all the Bronco fans, Broncos country, Bronco love, all my Riders, South Stanners. You know what it is, Mile High Riders, Orange Crush Vaders. Let's go, man. Mile High salute. This is the last game, people. Then we get to see Russ come through. We get to see that offense come through. Let's go. I had a ruptured appendix.
An appendicitis doesn't keep players out for more than about 2 weeks, bro. Recovery time on an appendicitis is like pretty quick, especially in the NFL.
You had one, Jay?
Man, Russell Wilson is going back to Seattle this coming up week this year, and I can't wait till we beat the Seahawks.
It's going to be a good game. That's going to be a live game. Energy, man. A lot of energy. I'll be eating steak and potatoes. Hell yeah, man. That's all
might
good.
have
Same here, homie. Same here, bro.
That game's gonna be.
I got nothing but
I think
I got
it's
nothing
gonna
but
be-
ribeyes and russets, baby. Come on.
I think that we beat the Seahawks. I think it might be 35 to I say 17.
Nah, bro. Nah. I think it's gonna end up being like remember whenever I call that hey
Where's Mark
Seth,
Sanchez at? What
Seth,
up?
you remember how I call games, man, with points, bro. I'm always gonna put at least two field goals in a score, bro. At least 2 field goals in the score. So like I wouldn't say we might not score a 30 burger. If we do put a 30 burger up, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Right? I'm all about it, right? But I think that it's gonna end up being 27, probably 27 to 20. You know, it's
No,
Yeah.
it's it's going to be
I
a
don't.
hard fought game because hey man, the Seahawks are just as mad about Russell Wilson coming here. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
know they
so I
have
don't
some
I don't think this
emotion
is
in
going to
that
be a
shit.
blowout.
It all depends on what teams stay healthy, on who's advancing in the season, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl, and most important, if the refs are on your side, you're going to win.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. All the cards have to play in your hand.
Because there's teams that
That's
they
a
want to
fact.
put through agenda, and that's the truth. You
And
know,
and Russell Wilson right now, I'm not going to lie to you, Russell Wilson, they're probably going to end up wanting Russ to get a second Super Bowl, right? Something like that.
there we
Compton
go,
took.
gambler. I can see that, bro, and I would be very,
I
very.
am not.
I would love it.
I don't.
I
See
I
the
done
don't
it.
Chiefs
think
at
that's
9.
going to be the record, man. I think they're going to go 10-7 at that minimum, man.
If that,
I
bro,
think the
No.
Chiefs are going
Oh,
to
I
go
don't
ten and
know,
hey,
seven.
bro,
man.
if they do go 8-9, they're never going back to the tops of the AFC West. If they go 8-9 this year, they're done. It's over. Kingdom is crushed. The kingdom crumbles. We are headed to the top. No name. Mark my words. I never give you these words, but man, that'll be so lovely if they went 8-9. Who you got? Rams and Bills opening night. Are
Mm,
you gonna be? Hey, Raiders for
I got
life. Get in
Bills.
my pick 'em, bro,
I got
and
Bills
win some
winning
money.
that.
Win some money.
I
two
got
hundred
Bills.
dollars.
I got
Bills.
Bills.
Bills for sure. I think the
I got
Bills.
Bills winning that game.
Yeah, that's what we're saying right here, gambler. Chargers possibly last place
And it's and
because
it's
they're
nothing and it's nothing against them, but you can't fight fate, man. You can't fight fate. You
Me,
can't
man.
beat history.
How
You
many
can't
times?
beat
How
history.
many? How many times did we beat the Chargers? We beat them since like
Chargers are possibly last place. The Rams, he got the Rams. Y'all probably
Bro,
10-7.
bro, what's on your TV right now, bro? Because I'm looking at this news reporter. God, no. Sorry, man.
Oh, hey, you're
Damn.
look who's in back of you right now.
Huh?
Look who's in back of you right now. I just, Jay would have been right there. Like, what did you just say? You already know, homie. Tune in, man. A lot of AFC West smack mouth trash talk going
Bro,
down here.
the dopest part of this season is the fact that I think it's either almost every single AFC West rivalry game or it's every single AFC West rivalry game is a primetime game, bro. I
Woo!
think
we got
that's the case. It's like
we
I think
have
only like
five.
one, maybe two aren't primetime games. I'm pretty sure they are though. I think I
We
heard
got
that every single AFC West rivalry game is a primetime game this year.
we got five part-time games this year.
Dang. People want to watch the Bronx.
Well,
They want
that's
to watch the Bronx. Russell
that
Wilson.
goes to the whole referee thing. You know what I'm saying? If the calls fall our way, right? Whew. Yeah, man, still tossing shade, bro. Bronco fanatic still throwing shade, bro.
What? Look at.
Bro, he's still tossing shade. All right, now it's time for Josh Johnson. Now it's time for us to watch Josh Johnson work.
Let's see what he does, bro. Let's see what he does. I like him sometimes, bro, but it's not consistent. Like it. I don't know that we'll try to. We'll see what's going on.
Well, I mean, he in the first game, in game one of the preseason, man, he showed up. You know, he didn't play unbelievably well, right? But he did win the game. But the second game, he didn't. You know, something I don't know if it was scheme. I don't know exactly what it was, but just not. Just I don't know. I don't know what it was. I think the butterflies got to him.
Yeah, and then they just kind of like before we even started even realizing what was going on, they kind of just dominated us from the first seconds of the game. Honestly,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just gotta bounce back, bro, from the anything.
Well, and this is one thing. Just again, man, I got to be objective and I got to be real, man. Like fucking, if we can't stop the run up the middle, man, between the tackles, we're not going to do well. But I think they already know that, and I think they're already coaching to to make sure that we're going to end up doing that. You know what I mean? But we're running vanilla defense right now. If you haven't noticed, we're running 100% zone defense.
Yeah.
It's zone read. There's, and then our offense is basic power eye, basic, shotgun, slant left. We haven't run a jet sweep with nothing special. Everything is real vanilla right now. So they're not showing any hands whatsoever, man. And that's what the
So,
Bills did last week, though. They showed a lot of their hand last week.
Yeah. They were trying to do too much, bro, in the preseason.
Well, I don't care if a team does a lot, man. I really don't, man. But risking your starting quarterback for that long, risking your secondary quarterback for that long, risking your ones and twos for an entire half of the game in the middle of a preseason game when you already know, like, oh, nice defense.
Nice.
Bro, that was the Vikings version of the butt fumble right there, bro. He ran right into the backside of that dude, man.
You do know who we picked up in free agency, Raiders for life. You know who we picked up, right? We picked up a monster in the interior defensive line, DJ Jones, bro, from the 49ers. So that's going to step up tremendously, bro. And Draymond Jones with him right there, it's gonna be vicious on
man.
that DL line, bro.
And then on top of that, Josie Jewell sitting right up in dead
Yeah.
center that hasn't played a preseason game yet. Like Josie Jewell is an unsung hero, man. That dude, and you already know he's going to be calling the defense real well. He called the defense last year really, really well as well.
Yeah.
And remember, Ejiro Evero, it comes from the Vic Fangio defense, and Vic Fangio's defense was fantastic. We were number 3 in the entire league last year.
Yeah. They were.
So, yeah, no, our biggest weakness wasn't the run defense. Our biggest weakness was special teams, and I'm just saying, who got that special teams coordinator? Come on, get him. What? Bro, you're getting cut. You're getting cut.
Yeah, you're getting cut. This is a game that you're fighting for your life, too. This is a game that you're fighting for your life and you drop it. What's going on?
Who?
What?
It's on them. It's on them.
Pass interference offense, and we declined it. 4 down.
Let's go, baby. Nice. Get the ball back.
We ain't even got to accept a pass interference, offensive pass interference penalty. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, was that dude that dropped the ball? Let's see what did he do. Oh yeah, big push off. Wow. And then he's getting cut. Yep, he's getting cut.
And he missed the ball too. Still.
Did you see that hit both hands and his face mask? Kendall hitting back.
Dang, nice punt.
Oh my God, at the 2. Wow.
Nice punt. What up, Rich? What's good with it, brother? My high salute to Rich, the OG homie. How you doing, brother? It's going down, man. I'm liking what I see a little bit out here.
Yeah, we'll be stopping the run, bro. Like, we'll be stopping the run. What up, Richie Rich?
Big Rich.
It's been a minute, bro.
They still over there
been watching your show, man.
They got that AFC West, like a big fan panel. That's Taya. I've been digging it, Rich. Good work, bro.
Y'all been putting in good work, bro.
We back to full throttle, man. We're gonna start doing a lot more lives and panels and different things for the Broncos season for sure.
60 pick'ems. I'm trying to win my money.
I feel you, Roddick. Let's get it. I'll be tuning in, bro. I'm always checking out you fools for sure. Even though I don't always comment, bro, I'm always lurking.
Come on, boys.
Yeah.
We didn't. Hey, go to the next comment, Sev. Go to the very next comment, Sev. But where'd your defense place, though?
They placed worse than us last year.
Yeah, because that secondary didn't help.
So of course they placed worse than us. We had the 3rd best defense last year.
Yeah.
We had the what was it? The second least amount of points scored on us. The average amount of points scored on us was only 17 points. That was the average.
I'm telling you, Russell Wilson's not. What Russell Wilson's getting upset. People talking crap about him. He's old. He's
No, he's
was.
not. No, he's not. He's that Russell Wilson spends $1 million on his body every year. He don't give a shit about what they're saying. He's concentrated on his game, on perfecting his game.
Hey, did you see how he came out to that Bentley though? He came out to the Bentley like,
I
bruh.
bet he's nice, man.
You could say, oh, I'm corny all you want, but who's coming out to that Bentley? Somebody opening my door.
Right.
Come on, bruh.
Yeah, man. He spends his money the way that he likes to spend his money on his body and on his family and on his cars, man. Have you seen that dude's new house though, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
bro. His house in Cherry
That house
Hills,
is
bro.
nice, man.
Oh man, dude, his house in Cherry Hills is. It
It's
doesn't
dope.
matter if you won 10 games though. Did you win a playoff game? Yeah, I
No.
mean we didn't. We didn't. I'm not sitting there saying that we did, but y'all ain't made a huge change. Y'all picked up one wide receiver and a defensive player.
You're still not gonna make the playoff.
You running the football at the 2? Okay, all right, get down to the 4. Same vanilla bullshit.
Russell Wilson, man. I always see on Instagram, all he does is speak and work out so much.
I think Fangio is an elite defensive coordinator. I'm concerned with the new defensive coordinator. Is not as good at adjusting. Also concerned with defensive line depth and our run stop. And yeah, that's what we've been talking about, Richie Rich, is the run stop, right? Like we have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. That's the biggest hurdle right now that I'm seeing. But again, this is all preseason. We really haven't put in any of our defensive interior linemen starting. They haven't put any of our starters in there. Damn, this dude's been with 21 teams.
Yeah, he's been with teams outside of NFL and everything. Yeah, that defense, the starters are going to be a monster. The defensive line starters, it does get worrisome when after that comes if somebody gets hurt, you know what I'm saying? But,
But those 4 guys, though, those 4 particular, get it.
Let's go, baby. Who's the young rook? Who's that rider?
So, but no, I feel you. But those particular 4 people that we haven't played yet, that we haven't put in any games yet, those are game record players. Like those are influential players. They can truly make a lot of difference. You know that.
DJ Jones going to really help us.
Yeah,
that's that one, man.
Oof, good defense.
So go back
good
to
defense. See, that's the decision making that I'm having a problem with Josh Johnson right there. That was definitely an RPO type of, not necessarily an RPO, but that was definitely a quarterback decision type of play, and he still handed it off, even though he had penetration with 2 different people that snuck between the A and B gaps.
I do not like Josh Johnson right now. But he told me, I saw last game from him.
Yeah, yes, 100% agree.
Because they got depth all around. They got depth too, bro. Them dudes on the depth side.
And then they got the game wrecker himself. They have the game wrecker himself, Von Miller, man. I don't care how old that dude is, man. He is a game wrecker. People circle their schedule because of him.
He's going to get that ring this year.
That's not the first player ever to win as a player 3 Super Bowls with 3 different teams, right?
No.
Yeah, he'll be the first player to ever do that, bro. 3 different teams.
Who's Denver cutting? Probably Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
Man, this guy, look at this. Look how it just went dud. Look how it just went dud right now. The running backs are the only one that look kind of promising on this drive.
Hey, that was a nice thread, though. That was a nice thread. He threaded that needle pretty nice, but that was short of the first down. He almost reminds me of.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, he'll be considered the greatest at that position if he goes wins a ring with the Buffalo Bills,
by
definitely.
far, guaranteed.
There's
He'll
nobody.
go.
Yeah.
He's already a first ballot Hall of
Oh
Famer. We
yeah,
already know that.
100%.
He's gonna come back to Denver.
What?
You
We
know what?
punting at 4th and 1, man. See what the guys can do, man. Come on. Well, I guess we got to get some defense in there.
Yeah.
Oh, good punt. Good punt.
Nice.
At the
Nice.
5.
Nice. Good
At
job,
the 5.
Nah, we have. There's a lot of people on here, bro, that definitely is gonna get cut. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go through the aspect, bro.
They're calling a touchback?
I think
That he's cut. You asked who's Denver cutting? That dude right
who's
there.
cutting? Who?
46. I don't even know his name. That's how we know that he's going to get cut.
Yeah. Let's get that done for sure, Rich.
Richie Rich, man. Okay, all right, man. I think when Von Miller's gonna hang it up, man, he's gonna retire a Bronco. We already know that. Like we already know he's gonna retire a Bronco. But I think that what'll end up happening is just so that he can have his last jersey as a Bronco, he'll probably sign as a Bronco for one day and then retire. Like that's what makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back to play ever again. But yeah, for sure.
I agree with that, but I think that he'll come back, get signed for a day, and then retire as a Denver Bronco. He's never going to move away from Colorado. He still lives in Colorado. Like he still has his chicken farm in Colorado. We need a right tackle. Richie Rich, will you please go on ahead and put a comment about our right tackle?
They don't really know who
Richie Rich is super duper smart, bro.
He's on it tonight. Homie's super on it tonight. We actually give you a participation award.
You all need
man. Thank you.
Nah, man. Like, it is what it is, man. You can be extra.
Hey, I'm happy. I read that today though. That we got that coming in like that on the right side for sure.
You know what I like? I think I want to see what Billy Turner could do.
I'm a little sad about Mike Purcell though, man.
Me too, man.
I like Mike Purcell. Did we? I can't remember if we kept him or not.
Did we keep him?
I think did he get hurt? Did he get hurt?
No.
I think Mike Purcell. I don't
remember exactly what happened.
Mike Purcell. Rich, what happened to Mike Purcell, bro? Did we keep him, bro?
I think we did keep him.
He was actually, man, I thought he was going to turn into a home wrecker, bro.
Bro, he is a home wrecker, bro.
See?
Did he?
We still have him, man.
Yep, Mike is back in. That's what I thought. I thought there was like talk of him leaving or something, but maybe we like re-sign him or something. Get him. What?
Oh,
You're getting cut. You're getting cut too.
I'm thinking of Malik Reed. He got hurt last week.
Yep, 46, man. Jacob Bottomore. What is his name?
Yeah.
Look at Sam Martin. Pissed.
That was a good punt, bro.
Look at Sam Martin. Is fucking pissed, bro. Bob and Moyer. Yep. You're cut, bro. You're gonna end up on the Chargers. That's for sure.
Dang, bro, how you let him slice through the D like that?
That's that D line, man, in between the tackles, man. That has been our Achilles heel this entire preseason has been in between the tackles.
Man, they need to start
defense between the tackles.
They need to start looking at that defense, man.
Brown, I take away. He's supposed to get cut. Raiders are 16th against the run last year. Nothing to be proud of. Yeah, that's yeah. 16th is top 10. What?
16th is top 10 defense.
Bro, he's got it all start off like he was like cussing or something.
He's over there chirping.
He's over there being super extra, bro.
He's over there animated behind in his room right now.
Bro, you already know he's flipping out like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
These donkey fans, I can't stand donkey fans.
He's back there tripping, bro. He's back there with his beer, right? With his Bud Light. All right. Made him punt. Let's go.
Who's back there?
Let's
Who's
go.
back there? Dang,
okay.
that was
all right. Good call.
bro.
Good call.
Denver was 26. That's definitely nothing to be proud of.
26 against the run?
Come on, boys.
In the Wild Wild West, I projected that we will cut all but 3 inside linebackers and target cuts and waivers for. I could dig
Fourth inside linebacker? Okay. That's not a bad prediction.
So are we getting Griffin back before the start of the season, or is he out for how many weeks?
Griffin?
Yeah.
He's out. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks of dislocated elbow.
Oh man. But he's gonna come back during the season.
He will come. He will come back probably out for the 6 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be back week 1. Yes, and yes, Richie Rich. Sternad has been trash this preseason, man. He's got to step it up. He turned into something special at the end of last year. Like he made a lot of progress, but he's definitely taken a step back.
I thought he was gonna turn into his own, bro.
So Justice Sternad, man.
I can dig it.
14.
That's good.
Just looked
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
that's good, man. That's good.
Let me see. Hey, Bronco Fanatic, why don't you pull up the website, throw the link on there on the chat where you found that we were 14th. Because with something ain't jiving with us having the 26th ranked run defense, but we had the number 3 overall defense last year.
That's good, man. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. He'll be back. Man, he's such an effective player on that defense, bro. We need him.
Yep.
If you were 14th against the run, you would have won more than 7 games.
Bro, what? How many points did our offense put up?
We could get turnovers, shut down shit, and our offense would
Remember, we were top 5 in points scored against. Our average points was just over 17 points scored against us. We were top 5 in the league. Yeah, man. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Go on ahead, man. Get that 3 yards.
Let's go, man.
And Justin Simmons hasn't played 1 down in this preseason yet. Hey, Richie Rich, man. I don't know how we haven't had you on the channel over these last 3 games, man. How do you feel about these starters not playing at all? Like at all?
Yeah, that's killing me a little bit, but
it's only because game experience is the only real experience that counts. Let's go.
I mean, I understand I don't understand what people are saying. It's just they're going to go into the first season against people that already played. And it's just like, yeah, true. I mean, it's different opinions. But
well, maybe, obviously Hackett's got he's got an idea. You know what I mean? He's got a game plan. And obviously, it's worked over in Green Bay, right? In certain aspects. We're franchise. Broncos at AFC Championship game, 6th seed. I'll take that. I'll take that Raiders one. Come on,
Nice.
baby. I'll give you a mile high salute for that one.
Finally tonight, bro. Finally, I can salute
Coming
somebody.
in
Finally,
from the 6 seed,
finally.
going into the AFC
I'm
Championship.
okay
Let's
with it.
go.
If only concerns is that this is a
It's
new
a new
team.
scheme.
The O line is the biggest issue for me. That's very true. Very true.
Well, I mean, so remember last season we had what was it, the 11th ranked offensive, maybe 14th ranked offensive line
I thought we was number
versus
10
the
offensive line
versus the
away.
Seahawks. The Seahawks had the 31st ranked offensive line last year. Oh no, is that a flag? No, they're not going to throw the flag. Okay, cool. We
Nice,
didn't have
boy.
both receivers on the right hand side. We didn't have both receivers on the strong side up on the line. But I guess they didn't even catch that because we said it so quick. Playing Indy, gross. Playing
He's playing
Matt
Indy.
Ryan,
Okay. I see.
playing
That's what
Matty Ice, gross.
it's more about the unit work. Yeah, they need to gel together, bro. 100%.
Yeah,
I am sorry, but the O line ranking is misleading.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean most. So last year, most of the pass rush did come from the right hand side, from the weak side, and that's Garrett Bowles. And Garrett Bowles has really actually showed up over the past couple of seasons. He's done a much better job. I gotta see who we have at right tackle though, man, because that is my biggest concern because that's been one of our biggest problems.
This hasn't been, let's say, the toughest of training camps.
Yeah, and that's also because of mobile quarterbacks too.
Player starters, not player starters. For example,
I think Billy Turner is the right tackle for us.
opinions about the league.
And
Nice.
Billy Turner's not bad
Yeah,
if he ends up being the starter.
I seen that. He'll be ready though. He'll be ready for sure. He'll be ready for week 1.
What we
I'm
got?
not too Anderson, bro. I'm not too big on that dude, bro.
We beat Buffalo in the divisional round.
Damn,
Hey,
I can't go wrong with that.
Hey man, I'll take it, bro.
I take it too.
Right, I just don't think outranking 14th. In my opinion, the games at the beginning were stat patterns. I had us in the 20s. In meaningful games, I see you. But hey, stats are stats, and stats don't lie.
Come on,
Looking good
bro.
tonight. There you go, Wes. Wes coming in.
My salute, brother Wes. Let's get it. You know what it is, man. Broncos country worldwide. Let's go.
Yo, look at Nathaniel Hackett wearing the old school Denver D, baby.
I love that, bro.
Look at it, bro. Yo, I want that hat, bro. That's that 47 series hat.
It's a beautiful thing, man. You know.
So
I
what
don't
do you?
think that we're going to be changing the logo anytime soon.
Man, I wish we would though. Just go back to a nice little pattern of the old school.
So how will you? What do
Okay,
you?
get out the pocket.
What are
Okay,
you?
come on, baby.
Oh,
Where's the flag?
no, he hit him in bounds. He hit him when his feet were still in bounds, bro. That's no flag.
Rich, that's
Again-
the info. The
again,
website
objective.
gave me. Anderson is legit.
Legit left tackle, in my opinion. If we paused him more at left tackle, we could have traded Anderson for a legit draft capital. But if he's legit, why do we want to get rid of him?
What do you? Okay, no name. I got a question to ask you. What do you think about the new coaching staff?
There's definitely gonna end up being a wow, what a holding. What a hold. I think that it's gonna take some time for them to start gelling everything out. I like the Ejiro Evero as the defensive coordinator. Justin Outen coming from Green Bay, I think that was a good idea because there's already a lot of chemistry between him and Hackett. You know, so I think the new coaching staff has got a lot of potential. Obviously, we have to see the reality of what's going to happen. But I think that the youth and exuberance that the coaching staff is going to have and the energy that they're going to put off, I'm a real big believer in intangibles. right? Locker room gelling, right? Making sure that like what Richie Rich was saying is how well they gel, how well they get along, how well that they put themselves together, how well they really come back as a unit. The defense has to come back as a unit, or else that's going to fail. But I think Ejiro Evero is definitely is going to come up and really going to focus on that intangible
Defense.
of bringing people together in the locker room. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Plus with Russell Wilson in the picture.
Well, okay, what was that?
Plus Russell Wilson in the picture. That gonna make the offense look good.
Well, okay, so yeah, having the most important position in professional sports is definitely a huge one. Obviously, gaining a first ballot Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback that's what, a 9-10 time Pro Bowler, that's obviously going to help. And yes, that's vital for you to make it to the playoffs and make deep runs. But you got to have a supporting cast that's going to end up being able to support him, right? You got to have a good run game. You got to have a just like we said, the offensive line really has to do a good job, because if we've got Russell Wilson running for his life like it was last year when he was in Seattle, man, we're going to end up in the same spot. It's gotta, like I said, man, intangibles are everything. And as long as people are playing for each other, I think that's going to end up being the big one. I think as long as they play for each other, they'll be fine.
I was watching some highlights on last year, bro, and I think the aspect of Russell Wilson a lot though too, man. Every play, the defense was in the back. That's why he was running so much, bro. Because like there was not a play that went by that he had any pass protection. And I think
his pocket was
it was terrible, bro. And I think Denver's just a little more. It's going to be a little more stronger than that, and that he had in Seattle.
Well, I mean, they also and I hear you, Richie Rich, when you said that most of the stats that come from us being placed at like 11th is a lot of padding in the on the front end of the schedule. But at the same time, you gotta admit that we set a pretty decent pocket fairly consistently. Like you saw Teddy Bridgewater stepping up in the pocket more. You saw you saw Drew Lock when he was playing. You saw him being able to step up in the pocket. They were at least keeping him about 7 yards behind the line, so that on like a 3 to 5 step drop back, they were able to climb the pocket a little bit and deliver a pretty sharp ball. It's just they sucked at throwing the football, and Teddy Bridgewater is, as we call, check down Teddy. He's check down Teddy.
Well, I get.
There he is.
Big
What's
Rich,
up,
what's
brother?
up, bro?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Shout out, bro. Big homie, what's good with you, brother?
Hey, man, how are you doing?
Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you guys egging me on to at least come on and say hi and start answering some questions.
I know, because you're the guru of this shit.
Hey, he's definitely the guru, man.
That's
Knows a lot
homie.
more than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, you already know, bro.
No, with regards to the scheme, my problem was the beginning of last season. We kept on having some easier games, and frankly, the Jets, if you remember, ended up ranking last, if I'm not mistaken, in the NFL. So,
yep.
When you're looking at stats and you're looking at kind of how we rank, we have to. Your competition has to factor into what those rankings look like. So if you were going out with a really, really hard schedule and you ended up with like a 14th ranking, then I'd argue maybe you were even ranked closer to like maybe top 10, right? Because then you're actually going against better competition and you're still doing well. Whereas we didn't really have the greatest competition, particularly at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, particularly at the beginning of the season. Right. I hear you. Like when we go 3-0 and we're all sitting here on high praise and we're like, oh man, is this going to be like one of those breakout years where it's just going to surprise us all? And then all of a sudden, we played Trevor Lawrence, right? Right. And that's gonna make it a little bit easier for us. Even though I am a die-hard through and through orange and purple Clemson fan, he wasn't ready for the NFL last year at all.
No, he wasn't.
You know, and then obviously playing Jones, and the Jets, man, it wasn't really good examples of us being able to play against a high caliber team like the Chiefs, like the Bills, right? So, and then we got a taste of the medicine of what we need to be able to do to compete. And I hear you, but at the same time, there were some positives that did happen last year when we were playing against high caliber teams. We weren't always running, right? We did set a pretty good pocket a lot of the times. Like I said, a fairly regular time, we set a pretty good pocket. Teddy Bridgewater couldn't get past his second read. That's for sure.
Well, that was part of that was also offensive scheme too. The challenge we had with our offensive scheme is that we weren't playing to the team's strengths.
Yeah, because
So
while you have Jerry Judy and you target him 4 times a fucking game, and he's open more than anybody in the league, I'm like, it's bullshit to me,
yes
bro.
and no. The problem that Judy even said when he mentioned in a presser is that he was making his own errors. He was actually taking too long to get to his breaks.
Okay.
So it was like, I'm supposed to get open at the 10 or at the 5 or at the 15 or at the 20, like whatever, or I'm supposed to go 5 yards deep and then get open. He was doing that, but the problem was he was getting there, but then he was making these extra moves to get himself open, and it was actually slowing him. He wasn't getting there fast enough in order to make that one turn and go type catch.
Well, there was also the issue with by the time he was turning and going, the ball shakes hands. Now we can't put it all on Judy, right? And we can't put it all on Teddy Bridgewater, all on Drew Lock. It's obviously a team, so everybody has to be making the right moves at the right time, and that's tantamount and paramount to what it takes to win football games. But coming in as Jerry Judy being the top route runner in college football, coming into that draft and then being drafted by us, we had absolutely gigantic hopes. All he needs to do is get back to fundamentals. That's all Jerry Judy needs to do.
That Alabama play, bro. Alabama, when he was with Alabama.
Well, he also needs to. The other thing he needs to improve on, in my opinion, is also catching the ball in key moments.
Keeping his eye on the ball instead of looking upfield while the ball's still on its way.
The best players, as they progress from the college ranks into the pro ranks, they make the key plays when they're needed the most.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of your top tier receivers that you hear about and you get those big second contracts, they always make that play. You know what exactly what I'm talking about. It's fourth down or 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12, and the team needs them to make that first down in order to kind of get them to within like a field goal minimum or whatever the case may be. Those are the guys you need. And right now, Judy has not been that guy for us. He's
really
dropped those passes. He's not made those plays. He's not gotten himself open, and
that's
true. We really need him to step up that part of his game if he's going to be that guy and kind of meet the expectations we all had from coming in.
Well, I also think that with KJ Hamler coming back, being the deep ball threat after he got hurt last season, Jerry Judy was really only the deep ball threat, right? He was the fastest dude on the team at that point in time. Now we have KJ was 0.1 or 0.02 seconds slower than Henry Ruggs in the NFL Combine that year, right? And then he's 0.2 or 0.3 seconds slower than Tyreek Hill as far as the fastest people in the 40 in the Combine and in the NFL, even with pads on. I think that's going to open up the scheme a lot, considering that we also have Cortland Sutton on the other side, and that's going to really open up the pass game. And then obviously Javonte Williams needs to perform the same that he did last year, right? And him and Melvin Gordon need to both become those runners once again that both get 900 plus yards. Because statistically speaking, as far as yards are concerned, we had the best running back duo in football last year.
There we go, boy. Get him. Sack. Let's go, baby. Sack. Nice.
Now, that was actually my biggest
concern
bro. that I've seen so far this preseason is the bread and butter of our team last year was running the ball. and where we struggled was passing the ball because those plays weren't developing. Now we're seeing almost the opposite in preseason in all 3 games, it seems so far, which is we're not running particularly well.
Right.
But
But do you think that that's intentional, though?
No. And I'll explain why. Is
Come on, boy.
pass blocking is technique and you keeping the guy off. The other one is physical strength and physicality, which is moving another man against his will out of the way. And one is a mentality, and then the other one is technique. So they're being taught technique. That's good. That's certainly better than where we were last year. But where's the physicality? Where's the I want it and I'm gonna dominate, or I'm gonna be the best, or I'm gonna be that guy? We saw that from Moody, for example, when he had first come.
And
to our
remember
team.
exactly what. Right. And Sev, do you remember during the last game, actually during every single one of these games in this preseason, that I have been saying that we've got coaching issues right now. Right? Remember, that's
You were
and I
saying
think
you
that's
definitely.
and I think that's the telltale sign of a young coach is and Richie Rich, you said it best, is being able to adjust on the fly. That's going to end up being huge, because Vic Fangio, he couldn't adjust at halftime, right? That was one thing that he never did. And he also just left the offense completely alone, right? That
He
was because
adjusted
he's
the
a
defense fine.
defensive-minded coach, and that's what he coached. He was the defensive coordinator. He just paid somebody to sit in that spot, basically.
Oh,
And
he adjusted the defense just fine.
yeah, he adjusted the defense, but they didn't move anything around in the offense. They didn't make any play call adjustments. They didn't. Right. So what I'm really, really anxious to see is this zone blocking scheme, because we're going back to the West Coast, which is exciting. Every time that we've ever won anything big, gone to the playoffs, made a deep run in the playoffs, we played with the West Coast or a variation of that.
The West Coast for sure.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And that's been our bread and butter, is you set up the pass with the run in a zone blocking scheme. Right. You're able to push those guys, like you said, the physicality of getting the people out of the way so you can make that train sized hole where a friggin' Mack truck can drive through it. And that's what's going to end up doing it. But I think also having Javonte Williams and Gordon in the backfield with the weapons on the outside, that the questions that it brings in the defense, that we're going to be facing, any defense that we're going to be facing, is truly who are we going to, just because of the weaponry that we have. So that opens up a lot. It opens up a lot.
I was attending training camps a lot, and I think they're going to utilize the running backs like wide receivers a lot too, bro. Like, because like what I seen, they had some plays that were, build up for wide receivers coming out that backfield, running backs coming out that backfield like wide receivers. So I think honestly they're gonna start implementing that shit, and I seen it a lot during training camp. So that's another aspect.
Having the running back as an outlet is always a good thing for the quarterback. When we saw that with Peyton Manning, especially in 2014, 2015, which I think is a good thing. But what we didn't see was what you were saying there, which was, where are those train size holes? Like, in fact, I would argue, where were the holes at all?
Right.
And you can't win games like that. And then the other thing that I was really disappointed with was, aside from Saubert, nobody else was blocking particularly well, and that includes Tomlinson, who is supposed to be this blocking tight end.
He's supposed to be just this man, right? That just pushes people away.
On the flip side, Saubert is exactly what I knew he was. He is blocking. He is pass catching. He is a guy that I said on the Wild Wild West the other day. He reminds me of Dreesen.
Joel Dreesen, yeah.
He reminds me exactly of Dreesen. He's that guy that you can just put in there and is always going to do his job.
And that's actually really fair. That's a really fair point. It's so at that point, where does Albert O fit in that then?
Well, Albert O's problem is going to be that he's not nearly as good as a blocker as Saubert.
Yeah, that's always been his kind of downfall is not blocking.
Because
He has a
in the
handful
zone
of blocks
scheme,
that he absolutely kills
that's
it.
his job. In his
No,
zone
but
scheme, that's his only job is to block.
Albert O has, we'll say, 60 or 70% of his blocks that he does really well.
Yeah.
And he has like between 30 and 40 that are stinkers. And it's the stinkers that'll be the problem because those are the ones
So
that can. Those
they're
ones
is
that
there a
bringing it up
chance? Is
right
there a
now.
chance that they cut him? Is there a chance that they cut Albert?
They've got it up right there. What are the most important? That's the graphic that just came up on TV. What are the most important
I
pieces
just
to
seen
our
that shit
offense?
too.
Was the offensive line and the tight ends. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't ring out the unsung heroes that could show up and just turn into that surprise holy crap guy.
Albert O can still polish himself because he has the intangibles that most other guys don't. So he can still get himself polished if he's willing to put in the work and be that guy. So I'm not willing to throw in the towel on him. Saubert, to me, though, just seems to have more of the complete package and fits our scheme better.
Yeah.
Like I said, he is the guy that you're going to put in there and just he's going to do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, his consistency definitely does help his chances of gaining the starting job over Albert O. Albert O, though, he's got some hands, though. That dude can catch some catches.
Yeah, speed and catch. Yeah, speed and catch.
Yeah, he's
Now,
got soft hands.
The one thing that I didn't like was his sideline. We'll call it. He just didn't realize where the sideline was in the last game, and I think that was a bit of an issue. Because if you're going to be known as the pass catching guy, fair enough, you got to know where that sideline is.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah, you got. Come on, bro.
So, yeah. Well, again, these are all coaching issues, right? These are all position coaching issues, right? And at that point, now Nathaniel Hackett, he's got to realize what his job really is, right? His job isn't to coach positions anymore. He's not a position coach. He's not an offensive coach. He is the head coach. So doing that basically puts him in the on-field general manager type of position. So he has got to adjust his leadership role to be able to fit the role of a head coach, be able to be able to bring the team together and be able to tell the coaches what they're missing and what they're not doing, right? Because obviously in a business, right? Because this is all business. That's basically what it is. It's all business, right? In a business, and speaking from a management, aspect, is a manager of an entire entity. Their basic job is to train and coach their direct unders to be able to pass that along, right? That's the same as the military, right? It's the same as any business that exists. If he can't get that, then what's the point, right? So he's going to have to get there, and George Payton is going to end up having to tell him what his job is, basically. You're me on the field.
Yeah, I guess what my only problem that we have right now is that we had Derek Wolf on, and he made a really on the 5280 podcast. It was a great interview. He made a couple comments on there, and I think one of
congratulations on that too, man. Getting him on. I'm wearing his jersey right now, Derek Wolf.
Yeah, no, I love Derek Wolf. He's spectacular. But I think he made a very interesting comment, and it's the one thing I took away from it, which was he goes, I needed the guy behind me to be able to fill in, and I knew that the team would be okay. Right? He needed the guy behind him.
It's easy.
And the challenge right now that we have in the Broncos is that the starter and the backup, there is not that big of a difference between their skill level right now at most positions. So the problem I think that we have with the Broncos is that the starters don't really want the backups to do as well as they are, because they'll likely then get booted, no longer be starters, and then be a backup or kicked off the team and traded somewhere. And I think that's a problem. Because what we had under that Super Bowl 50 defense is you had Malik Reed, Derek Wolfe, basically everyone except for the nose tackle.
Rotational players. Hell yeah, rotation players all the way through.
And then it was just everyone else was rotational guys afterwards, right? But all the starters were basically far too good at their positions to ever get the boot from any of the people that were behind them. And then they wanted to then make the guys behind them as good as they were, because they just wanted to dominate.
So
But we
you're
don't
saying,
have that
so
right
you're
now.
saying a big part of our issues is going to be selfishness.
Yes.
Huh?
How can you have a team? Like, how can you have team, and how can you have that type of mentality that you heard from Derek Wolfe on the podcast there, if your number one issue is you're looking at the dude behind you and you're saying he might be better than me?
So
Wow.
let me ask you, did he clarify why he felt like that? Did he tell you why he felt like that?
Yeah, he said specifically that he felt it was his duty and responsibility, and you hear that from some of the all-time greats across the league. Ray Ray Lewis, and you heard that from Urlacher. You heard that from a
Okay,
good
I see
number
what
of
you're
these
saying.
top tier players, where they said, I felt it was my duty like Shannon Sharp has said the same thing. I don't know if you've heard him on Undisputed. He's mentioned that sort of
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
multiple
Many
times.
a times. Many
Yeah,
a
he
times.
said
Yep.
that. Yeah, exactly. So he felt an obligation to try to coach up the young guys that were behind him.
See, that's where you get the best players. Yeah, coaching up the young guys, man.
Right, because you had another coach on the field, so you had a practical experience from the veteran that was there, like
That's a
Shannon Sharp.
fumble.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
had
a fumble?
you had the practical experience from a Shannon Sharp, and then you had the coach
So
that was coaching you on technique. It was a
Yeah.
twofer.
so I guess my question, did Derek Wolf tell you why he felt like this team might have the selfishness aspect that they don't want?
We never got into that, but it's just it totally makes sense, because you listen to the way he spoke. He spoke
Okay.
as if you're never taking my starting job because I'm just better than the guy behind me, but I want the guy behind me to be
Yeah.
as good as I am.
Well,
But if the guy behind you might actually be better than you, then why would you want to lose your starting job in the NFL? Like, so the point is that because you don't have any clear-cut starters across the board in most positions,
Yeah.
the only guy who might be like that now with the Broncos might be DJ Jones,
yeah.
right? Is
Yeah.
he's got elite level talent, and he's got kind of the it factor. So he might be the only guy at that spot that might be like that.
Well, then that's a lot to do with exactly what I was talking about earlier is how well that intangible is, right? The intangibles, how well is that locker room gelling? How well are they getting along? Are they a real team, or is it every man for himself? Right? That's ultimately what I truly think makes a championship football team is definitely how well they're getting along in the locker room. Because if you look at any Super Bowl winning team, any NFC, AFC championship team, what you will notice is that they are a team. They play for each other. They don't play for the individual, they play for the team, right? And it takes a specific type of coach to be able to establish that kind of a mentality. And what I'm hoping is that Nathaniel Hackett is fostering that kind of mentality and is really truly, kind of building this Lego block that turns into a masterpiece, right? Because
Do you
it
know what
takes the
position
bottom
group we saw
blocks.
last year?
What was that?
Do you know what position group we saw last year that kind of fits exactly what I was saying and what you want from an elite level team? Was our running back group. If you saw Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon and the way that they were interacting with one another,
Yep.
it was a true, I know I'm probably better than you, but I want you to do really well as a player. And that was Melvin Gordon. And I think a lot of people don't give him credit where credit's due when it comes to that. That perspective.
I think that I think the two of them actually still have that mentality. If you've seen in any of the interviews where they've been interviewed together, Melvin Gordon is really trying to bring up Javonte Williams in that way still. because in an interview I saw while they were on the practice field, they were, this interviewer was asking, who is what, which one's going to start, which one's going to be better, right? And they both just said it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Right. And Melvin Gordon was saying, and he had no problem saying it. He said they probably want Javonte Williams to be the number one guy. And I don't have a problem with it.
No.
And that kind of leadership, that Melvin Gordon is bringing to the game. Maybe he's not as good as Javonte Williams, but that's okay. He's older. He's been in the league longer. He's got much more experience. And so therefore he's looked at as a person that needs to be that way. Right. Well, that definitely can translate to the rest of the team. That the propensity for that to translate is huge.
Right.
Huge.
The thing is Gordon ran for almost 1,000 yards the year before. Gordon ran for almost 1,000 yards again, rather, last year. So Gordon is at a point where he's like, look, my stats speak for themselves. So, oh well. The problem that we have in some of the other positions on the team right now, though, is like, for example, let's take the interior defensive line just as an example. Why would any one of those interior defensive linemen try to coach up some of the younger interior defensive linemen when they're coming into the league? As an example, why would anyone take Wazirike under their wing to try to pull him up? The problem, and the reason why I'm saying that is Wazirike has the potential to start leapfrogging them on the roster with some modest coaching, because none of them right now have shown that they're blowing the doors off. Right? Like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So you look at Malik Jackson and Derek Wolfe. There was not a single person on the roster that was challenging them for their starting position.
Right.
So they're totally okay to try to coach up all of the young guys to just have a better team.
Yes,
that's the difference.
And that's if that's not happening right now, things don't look the greatest. Right.
Right. And the proof is in the product on the field. Look at the position groups that seem to have a clear-cut starter and are doing really well. Those seemingly are the position groups that we seem to have the depth starting to excel. Like, for example, Caden Stearns has looked really good. Justin Simmons is a solidified starter. So he has every incentive right now, because he's not going to get knocked off his starting position, especially not with his contract. And that's why you see Caden Stearns like blowing it up in his first year. He's already looked like he could be a starter. Right.
But what about the last three games? Right. This game, the game before, and the game before that. Right. What in these last three games has shown you that all of this is not happening?
Did you see the defensive line play against the Bills?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I was saying that we definitely have a coaching issue with that when it comes down to the intangibles of everybody working together. It's what I'm also seeing is extremely vanilla defensive calling, because let me just tell you, I've coached a pretty good amount of semi-pro football. Right. And we had preseason games, and whenever we are playing in a preseason game, we always played against a team that we were going to end up facing in the regular season, just because there weren't enough teams to go around. Right. That's just the way that was. Right. We're playing against, the Flames, the Raptors, and all them. Okay. But one of the things that we never did was we never truly showed any kind of a complicated defense. We never showed anything we never blitzed, right? In the second half, and since the second quarter, how many times have we blitzed in this game? Right? Starting in the second quarter, did we blitz at all against the Bills? What about the first game? And what I'm watching is vanilla. Right. What I'm watching is more so exactly what I would like to see in preseason, where they're really truly judging the talent level.
See, I disagree a little bit with that.
Okay.
And the reason why I disagree with that is because I'm seeing guys that should or ought be at the nose tackle and D tackle position that are being thrown to D end.
Okay.
And I'm shaking my head, pounding the table, yelling at the TV,
Right.
refraining myself from throwing something at my television screen because it drives me
I hear you.
it drives me just bananas. And like I'm looking at guys that ought be at the D tackle spot and they're being thrown to D end. Like here's a great example. To me, I think that DJ Jones, should be at the D ends position, and they have him slated at the D tackle. Now he can rotate into D tackle, but I think his primary position, where he can really dominate in a game and get to the backfield, stop the run, et cetera, I think he's better suited at the D end position because I think he can do more damage there. I like guys like Mike Purcell and Wazarike who are heavier, bigger, can kind of take on those double teams, that kind of stuff. I want to see them at the nose tackle, D tackle position.
Well, but isn't that where they are?
No,
isn't that where they are playing them?
They were playing D end. So the heavy guys we had, like the heavier guys that you'd expect to be at the D tackle or nose tackle spot, depending on like what defensive scheme you're playing, they were not in the center of the field. They had them playing over at the defensive end position, and they had these smaller, lighter guys like McTelvin Ajim, for example.
Yeah,
was playing at the D tackle spot.
Yeah,
He was getting tossed around like a rag doll.
Yeah, he was. Yep, and that's definitely not the right place. I was just talking about McTelvin Ajim, or Agim, as I said, but yeah, he was underperforming.
So but here's my question then. You're in preseason. Why not move into defensive end to see if he does better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that he's an interior. Yeah.
No, but that's my point. Why didn't we see that?
It could be for a numerous amount of reasons why we didn't see that, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it makes no sense. Like the whole point of preseason is much like offensive line, right? You churn through the guys on your lines, both defensive and offensive, and you find the right positions for them where they seem to be succeeding the most. And then you move, and then you move guys from third string to second string from game, say 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 to see how they do against better competition.
This is now so this is also now reaching into he's a new coach, right? Or they are new coaches, right? This is a lack of experience in these particular positions. Because if based on what you're saying, right? Obviously at this point we're all saying, hey, look, we think that that these are the right moves, but at the same time, I also gladly humble myself when it comes down to this, because as a semi-pro football coach, I know a good amount. I know nowhere near as much as these guys.
No,
right.
And I wouldn't claim to know as much about these as much as these guys either. But the point is there's a difference in terms of how preseason games are played now compared to how they were, say, 4 or 5 years ago.
That's true,
right? And so what you're seeing now is the purpose of preseason, and frankly, this is where I kind of push back a little bit on your comment there, and I'm saying Hackett is following the new style of what preseason games are. Okay. He's resting his starters and he's playing his depth. And so that's the new age. That's the new style of playing preseason games. And so if you're gonna go new style, then go all the way new style. You need to see where the guys fit best.
Right.
Right.
And I mean, what's to say that since minicamp stopped? Ooh, get it. Oh, what's to say that since minicamp stopped, they haven't been doing that in practices? Now, obviously, just like I said earlier, game time is the only real practice that matters.
You answered your question for me.
Yep. And I get you. I get you. No. I understand. But that's where I'm going, though. It's how do we know exactly what they're going to do, right? Without seeing game one, Seattle
Oh,
And what are they going to do?
No, so I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. What you're telling me is that you're saying, no, you keep playing your vanilla defenses and maybe don't show all your hands. And I'm saying I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, okay, well, keep playing your vanilla defense. The problem is you played vanilla and already seen a game or a Gim or whatever his last name actually is pronounced. You've already seen him play like hot trash in the center at D tackle. Like literally,
Yep.
I think a trash can might have played better. Right?
Possibly.
Yeah. And so you've already seen him not do well. So move him to the DN spot and maybe he'll do better for you. And maybe that's a better position for someone like him. Who knows?
Yep.
You're never going to know now because you never played them there.
Right. Yeah. So if they don't adjust, right? If they don't make adjustments,
There
right,
we go, baby. Come on.
we're
Nice.
not obviously we're not adapting the team to what needs to happen, right? Obviously the adaptation isn't there. Right. So at that point, it's up to the coach to make the adaptations or make the adjustments that are necessary. Hey, look, he's getting burnt. He's getting pushed around. This guy's getting pancaked. Right. He needs to either ride the pine or we need to figure out a different place to put him.
That's exactly my point.
Exactly.
Exactly my point. And in my opinion, preseason and the way that it's sorted and arranged right now, that's the time to do it.
Yeah. Well,
and to your point, against real live bullets is also the time to do it because that's really the whole purpose of this is basically like a live scrimmage. So test it out.
This is the only time, and now we only have 3 games to do it instead of 4.
Right.
You know what, Bronco fanatic? I am totally feeling salmon and asparagus tonight, bro.
What happened with the Bills? What was going on with the Bills?
Oh, that was wow.
That was an absolute demolishing of our interior defensive line.
Oh yeah.
The only thing, all they did on 3 straight series, all ended in touchdowns. They did nothing but hand it off and run up our gut.
Yeah, and I know that. What is it? But what happened with the Bills tonight, though?
Well, they cut they cut their punter. He was it's looking like that he's gonna likely be spending either jail time or probation.
No, he'll be doing jail time. There's a couple of people that I follow on Facebook that have been commenting on what's going on. I have a really close friend that I was in the Army with that's a diehard through and through Bills fan, and he is really, really mad about that because they have a very, very good punter. No. I think what was it, like 70% of his punts were inside of the 10-yard line last year or something like that. Like, he's fantastic. So it's late hit on the quarterback, maybe personal foul or something like that.
Yeah, that's first down. Roughing the passer.
Roughing. Yeah.
But at the same time to what you were saying with what we were just talking about the defensive line, I have the same comments on the offensive line. So here's the number one thing that's just driven me mad about this preseason. We have not once seen Glasgow at center.
I was noticing that.
Do you think that that's going to end up reflecting in the regular season?
No, but my point is that, like, if you're going to truly see who is better suited or who is suited at what position and that sort of thing, you would test that out in the preseason with your 2 backup quarterbacks, which is to have a guy who, if we're going to be actually honest with ourselves, his best season was with the Lions at center.
Yep.
So if we're looking at Cushenberry, who has, I'm trying to be really kind, but I'm
see
I'm
this
struggling.
face, bro. This face right here. No,
I'm struggling. A turnstile might have blocked people better last year.
Well, there's a lot of what should I say? There's a lot of clout following him after he got drafted from LSU because LSU had such a strong offensive line, right? That's what won them the national championship was their offensive line, right? Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, and they've got a fantastic offensive line in Cincy. Okay, they've got a great offensive line. You don't
Now
make
they
it as
do.
far as they did without having a good offensive line, right? It's like the Cowboys from the 90s. What did they concentrate on? What did Jerry Jones always pull from the draft and from free agency? His highest paid players were what? Number one, quarterback. Number two was left tackle. Number three was right tackle. Number four was right guard. Number five was left guard. And number six was the center. Those were the top 6 paid players on their team, and they went to how many Super Bowls? They won how many, right? And when the Bills were going to 4 straight Super Bowls, what did they have? An amazing offensive line right in front of Jim Kelly. So I think that a lot of the clout that is following Lloyd Cushenberry right now was his play when they were in the CFP, right, and in the national championship. I think that's following them around. I think that they're still trying to give him a lot of opportunities simply because, number one, his contract, right, his rookie contract is still pretty big for the position or for the draft pick that he was drafted at,
He was
right?
third round, wasn't he?
Right. That's pretty high considering his performance.
Come on, I'll just penalties going on.
For a starting center, though, that's a drop in the bucket. Like if you're paying a backup center,
Right.
what he's getting right now, you basically that's way below the veteran minimum. So you may as well keep him
Absolutely.
as a backup.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying his clout from how he played is what's pushing him there. They really want him to succeed. They must really like him. He must have some sort of something in the locker room with the guys. He must be a really good, teammate in the locker room or something. But they obviously want to see him succeed. Right? Graham Glasgow, dude, I would love nothing more because all I've ever seen when he was at center was a pancake and fool. He always blocked up the center, and he always at least pushed somebody to the left, pushed somebody to the right, based on which A gap they were going with. Right? If it's A gap left, if it's A gap right, he's definitely making the right decisions. But there's got to be a reason why they have Lloyd Cushenberry in its center. Whatever that reason is, I don't know, but I'm not going to pretend to know either.
Well, I mean, it's not that I'm going to pretend to know. It's just my issue is that at some point you have to look at performance on the field, and you have to simply just be honest with yourself.
The proof is in the pudding. Absolutely.
And if as a team you can't be objective about the players that you have on the team and how well they've done, then man, are you in for a world of hurt.
Yep. Well, you have to look at everything as all things being equal, who's the best.
Right. And as much as it pains you to say it out loud, one of the better teams to have done that in the last decade has been the Patriots. Right? They don't care where your draft was. They will take a 7th rounder, put him as a starter if he's outplaying the guy they drafted in the first round, and they will outright cut the first round player to say
that is, I mean, how long has Bill been in the league? Plus, what has he learned? Right? And let's not discount his anger, his outright anger for the NFL for ditching him in the 1995 season with the Cleveland Browns. How mad is that dude? That dude will do anything he needs to be considered the best coach in the history of football. He'll do whatever it takes because he lost his job in the middle of the night when the Browns picked up, got their stuff in trucks, and moved to Baltimore. Right. So there's some history there. And then on top of that, all of his coaching opportunities before then. How long has he been a head coach? Man. Right. He had a lot of help from Tom Brady in 2001 when he won his first Super Bowl.
Yeah. My point is that in preseason is your time to test things out.
Yeah.
And I just feel that we haven't done enough testing at certain positions, especially things where we've seen weaknesses in the past.
I wouldn't disagree. I would not disagree. But it's a conversation, and so we got to make it at least some sort of we got to have something to be able to talk back and forth on, because like I said, I'm a big fan of intangibles, right? And Seb is too. Seb understands the intangibles part, right? How well are they getting along, right? What is the locker room like, right? And all of that matters almost more than just scheme. Most of that matters more than scheme. The friendship between all the players. What you saw in 2015 was the most cohesive unit in football. And who fostered it?
That would be Manning.
Precisely. Right? Because even with the most high powered, the most point generated, the most yard generated, the most enigmatic, the most productive offense you ever seen in 2013, obviously there was a disconnect in the locker room during the Super Bowl against the Seahawks.
Well, yeah, that was offensive. That was the offensive game plan that was clearly
not conveyed. Not conveyed properly. Right.
Well, yeah, that was a terrible game plan. Everyone dominated us from the start before the game even started.
Yeah, I mean, we lost the game from the very first snap. Right? But then you get the 2014 Broncos. Had we not lost to the Baltimore Ravens at that point in time, and the Jacoby Jones holy crap miracle in Mile High play that they put up, had that not been it, we would have definitely went to the Super Bowl as a cohesive unit, and I think we would have made a lot bigger strides. Right? Probably went to the Super Bowl that year.
Because if you recall, that was a better roster than even the 2015. I heard.
Way better.
Honestly.
Well, the offense was a lot more productive because remember, the offense was not productive in 2015.
No, but what ended up happening is in the 2014 Broncos, we still had a better offensive line in the 2014 Broncos. We also had a few of our offensive players that had stuck around. Yep. We lost a few key people in the 2015 team going out on the offensive side of the ball,
namely Julius.
But we kept the key defensive players.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So, when Kubiak came in, remember how pivotal was CJ to winning those games?
Oh, I salute Gerald.
How pivotal was he? Like when during the Patriots game in the regular season at the end of the season with Brock friggin' Osweiler as our quarterback.
CJ is one of my favorite.
Let's go, boy! 2 sacks in a row. Let's go.
Say that again.
CJ is one of my favorite running backs we've ever had on the team.
Oh, yeah, he was beast. No, Bam Bam, that boy was a beast.
He's kind of the guy that you almost want to point to in terms of what you're looking for in a running back at the NFL level.
Yeah, well, attitude-wise, yes, absolutely. He was a friend to everybody on the team. He was a nice dude, but he ran as an angry son of SOB. He ran angry. Oh, get him in the end zone. Oh, what a block! Oh. There goes Mattelvin and Najim. Block the pass. as we're straight dogging him, bro.
The problem though is that what you need is from a guy who's supposed to play that position is that he should be pushing people backwards.
Yeah, but he's not. Well, he got outside the line, but yeah. So really looking at it from a so if you distance yourself from the team as a fan, right? Put yourself as an analyst that's not a fan of any team, right? Just looking at it objectively, right? So yes, our interior defensive line over these last 3 games, pretty much no. Right? Pretty much no. Right? Whatever we're doing is not working. Right? Looking at our interior offensive line, also not looking so good. Luckily, we haven't started everybody that, luckily we haven't played everybody. I think, and I'm hoping that this is true. But again, looking at it from the outside, if I look at this, the first thing that comes to my mind is what are they doing on the back end? What are they trying to play? What are they trying not to show? Right? Because this is a chess game. right? I'm going to disguise my fifth move with my second move,
Mhm.
right? And I'm trying to move
go,
in such a
boy.
way to where it's like, yeah, checkmate. But if the adaptation isn't right, then obviously nothing's going to go well if we're not playing the. And this is exactly what I said to Sev as well as Shy, is the difference between successful teams is a coach that's willing to play or place people or make a scheme that runs to the strength of my players rather than making the players run my scheme because that's my scheme.
I agree.
That's the difference in successful teams. That's always been the difference, and that's Bill Belichick straight up.
Well, actually, Bill Belichick takes it to another level than that, though.
Well, I mean, I'm bringing it down to its most basic form,
Right,
bro.
but the other thing that Bill Belichick does is he takes the scheme and plays it to his players' strengths. Then he also then flips it around and looks to exploit his opponent's weaknesses at the same time.
Always.
Like 100%.
But if you're not doing that, you're not a coach.
No, but the problem is that that's what we had with Shermer last year, for example.
Oh,
So
don't
when you
remind
look
me
at
about Pat Shermer, bro.
but when you look at what Shermer did as an example,
Pat Shermer was awful.
he was brutal. But when you look at what Shermer did last year, what made Shermer even worse is that he played in preseason a scheme that looked like it was working and we did really well, and then completely abandoned it in the middle and the entirety of the regular season.
Yeah.
So we had flanking tight ends that he used to play in the preseason last year, and it was doing really well. We were actually breaking out huge runs. In fact, that's where Saubert came from. Like when we started to see how good Saubert could do in schemes where he was a blocking and pass catching kind of hybrid style tight end. That's where he broke out. That's what got him on the roster. And then come regular season, Shermer's like, oh no, we have that guy. We'll just put him on the bench. He looks good there, I guess.
Yeah, it's trash. That's so trash.
Yeah, and it makes no sense.
Well, okay, so I don't know if like he read Rick Dennison's book, because that's exactly what Rick Dennison did as well.
Yes, he did.
Remember that.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So there's gotta be, and this is one of the things that I'm really starting to like about this new ownership group, right? It is you need to win. You need to do whatever you can, right? Because Joe was, as much as he said, I'm going to leave player and personnel alone, right? He didn't, right? And last year, John Elway said, I'm leaving player and personnel down to the GM, right? He ultimately did not, right? And the good old boy network doesn't work. And that's not, I don't believe that that's how this year is going to go. Now, there may be some growing pains, but I think that we're going to ultimately grow to the point where it's like, okay, we've got ourselves a solid football team. Now we've just got to end up kind of polishing everything out. You know what I mean?
So my unfavorable opinion to the rest of Broncos country is that I don't think we're going to see major change with our team until John Elway no longer has an office in Dove Valley.
He doesn't.
He does. It's the largest office in the corner of Dove Valley. In fact, it was the one that was in the Russell Wilson the season release schedule. And even Russell Wilson made a comment the fact that his office was just down the corner, still in Dove Valley. The problem, in my opinion, is the fact that you have the old boss who's still got an office in the building when the new boss is supposed to be there running things.
But they didn't keep him as president of football operations.
Doesn't matter. He's still influential. So for example, you said you're in your management, right? So
I used to be. I literally got out of management because employees are the bane of my existence. But
sure,
keep going.
So let's play hypotheticals then. So you're a manager within the unit, but they keep your former manager that was in your position with the organization in the building and still hovering around all of your staff that are supposed to report to you.
There's some button heads.
That's going to go?
There's some button heads, that's for sure.
Yeah. How well do you think that's going to go? It's not going to go very well at all because the employees are going to be like, I don't understand.
What's his position though?
Well, no, but it doesn't matter what his position is. It matters about what he's perceived at within the organization and how much clout he's given within the organization. The problem is that clearly he's still given substantial clout. Don't get me wrong.
It's
One
John
of the
Elway.
greatest, if not the greatest Bronco of all time in terms
It's
of
John
on the
Elway,
field.
right.
Okay? So
Yep.
let's just kind of put that out the way. But we're not talking about player on the field. We're talking about general manager, and we're talking about president of football operations, and we're talking about what he has done post Peyton Manning and the ability to build a team, build a tough team, and build it the right way. We have not seen that toughness from our team in recent years. Why not? Well, that's on the GM, that's on the top dog, and that was John Elway, whether or not we would all like to admit it or not.
Yeah, no. And you're absolutely right. And that's actually, I think before you got on, Sev and Shy, weren't we on that exact same topic?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about that same topic. Yeah,
We
for
were
sure.
talking about the same topic.
And I actually agree with you. Now as good as John Elway drafted position players, skill position players, the dude did a great job. Cortland Sutton, a beast at wide receiver. Tim Patrick, a beast at wide receiver. Albert O, beast at tight end, at catching
We
and
didn't
everything.
draft
And
Patrick. We didn't draft him.
oh yeah, no, we didn't draft him, right? But we picked him up on the
Yes,
market. Yeah. But pulling players in basically is what I'm talking about, is his ability to be able to pull a player in, right? Outside of the quarterback position was pretty good. Gotta give him some credit at skill position players. He did pretty good.
Menelik
Okay.
Watson, basically anyone he brought in at right tackle. Let's just say
Skill position players. I specifically said skill position players.
Yeah, it's just I think we need to be very, very. I think we need to be even more narrowed in terms of what we're calling out as doing a good job. Like the skill guys, I would agree, but when you get outside of any of the lines or any of that kind of stuff, it was not good.
Yeah. He didn't draft a good or pull in good players for. Who was it that we drafted and then he didn't play but like one game, and that was offensive line. I can't remember his name.
Was it
He got hurt. He was supposed to be our starting left tackle. That just he was a beast. I can't remember what his name was, and that says a lot actually.
Well, like Ryan Clady came in, it was a stalwart there, and then he got hurt near the back end of his career. But I mean, he was
right.
He was
Ryan Clady, right? But that's Ryan Clady. I'm talking about somebody else. I can't remember his name. Anyways,
he brought in Schofield, who was supposed to be a right tackle that we drafted.
Oh, Schofield.
Yeah, but Ryan Schofield ended up half doing a decent job and ended up helping us win a Super Bowl. Right, he did a half decent job that ended up, did some good, but that was also behind a Peyton Manning led team.
Yes.
So there's a lot of difference between now and then, and during rebuild years, that we've been experiencing. We're gonna cycle through players. That's inevitable. You're gonna cycle through players, but
yeah,
I'm hoping. Go ahead.
Just from my perspective, what my problem is that I have is that we're continuing to make the same mistakes. And I think that personally really bothers me. So, for example, we've been talking about the right tackle position for 6 years, 7 years.
7 years.
Okay. Like, I'm sorry, at some point you just need to bite the bullet and you need to target them high in the draft, trade up if you need to do what you got to do to get the guy that's going to be able to fill that void and fill what you want to do as a team.
Yep.
And you just have to do it. And if you're going to end up with a young quarterback, so for example, look at like a Drew Lock type person. If he had a better offensive line in front of him that fit the scheme that they were running, he probably would have looked far more serviceable than he did when he was here with us. Right? He would have had more time to throw. We would have had that strong running game as well. And then he would have been able to spend that extra time to throw the ball and then eventually sped up his processing as time progressed, rather than, I'll use the word seeing ghosts, as you saw, with Sam Darnold and stuff, who's basically been forever ruined as a result of a piss poor offensive line
Yeah.
when he was in his young career at New York, right?
Yep.
So I just think that we need to look ahead and look at what we're doing right now. We're making very similar mistakes with our offensive line. Lloyd Cushenberry still being on the team after having multiple years stacked of not looking particularly great. Right tackle being a perpetual issue for 6 or 7 years. Like, this isn't me trying to pick apart my team. This is me looking objectively and saying, if we're ever going to field a legitimate, juggernaut of a team,
no, I feel
need to
100% what you're saying, staying stagnant. But I look at the Broncos and just the direction that we're taking, bro, and just like, there's a lot of new faces around the team. The energy feels different. I think we need to get that under control, but I think the direction is actually going in the proper way. I think just getting new personnel, bro, like a lot of changes with, the higher ups, bro, from the coaching to the, what I'm saying, the GM to the owners, bro. It's like, it feels totally different. But I understand what you're saying. We need to actually tune into that and make changes across the board for sure.
Well,
I'm most curious to see what happens next year.
that's next year's a big one for me is draft and free agency.
Yes.
Right. Obviously, if you're going to draft a right tackle, it needs to be top five pick, right? Or else it's going to be a no-go, right? And if you're not drafting within the top 5, top 6 to be able to get a solid right or left tackle, right? I mean, at the absolute lowest is within the top 10. Okay, for a right or left tackle, because it's all that capital is going to be gone, right? Everybody's looking for that particular position, right? If they don't have one, they're going to get one. We already know this year probably the Jets, right? More than likely, I don't know where the Browns are going to be, just because they got rid of Baker Mayfield. I think that was the stupidest decision that they could have made. They've got farther with him than they have with any other quarterback.
Yeah, that was terrible. How do you do that?
That was just dumb. But I think the Jets are probably going to be taking
2-1
a right tackle because they've got a lot of capital tied up in Darnold right there. And then you're going to be looking at more than likely the Panthers as well. I don't know how well Baker is going to do in that particular scheme. It's a completely different scheme.
It is.
Right. And then,
although it's closer to what he ran in college.
It is, but at the same time, it's not the same dynamic. It's going to have the idea behind it, the theory behind the scheme is a lot similar, but the way that the Panthers have been running it, no. The Texans, right? They're going to be looking for a right tackle, obviously. Right. Even if the Colts do relatively well, they're looking for a right tackle, right, and a left tackle. Actually, Jacksonville's looking for an entire team, right? So we don't know, besides the quarterback position.
Here, hold on. I think Jacksonville's going to do a lot better this year than you think they're going to do.
Well, again, I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan because I'm a Clemson guy. Okay, so I want to see him succeed. I don't want to see him succeed against us, right? Obviously, because we play them again this year, right? But I hope that he does a whole lot better. I hope that is mental growth, because that's every single mistake that you saw him making last year was a mental mistake, and then also he was pressured like crazy. Okay, his offensive line was just as forced about. Right? What was that?
They made some offseason changes on their line, so I do think you're going to see an improvement in terms of one. You're hoping that Lawrence himself makes that second year leap, and then two,
the jump, right? The sophomore jump, right?
And then two, they've made some line changes. So I truly believe that I think with those two coupled together, that you could start seeing Lawrence start to climb that ladder a little bit, then especially last year he looked like absolute garbage, but
Yeah.
I do think he can start to climb the ladder a little bit because I think he has the tools. I just think he had the time to do it.
Yeah, and I hear you. And it's getting past that second and third read that, you know what I mean, and being able to check down because his checkdowns were horrible when he was under pressure. The big one. Let me ask you: do you think that Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars could contend with either the Indianapolis Colts or the Titans? In the South?
I think there's going to be. I really do think that you're going to be surprised that they're going to be in the running in those games, and I think that a lot of people are going to be very surprised, like almost how we saw was it the Texans? I can't remember who they were playing last year, that they blew the doors off of a team that they really ought not have.
I don't know which game you're talking about.
The Texans won like something like 38 to like 20 or something like that, and everyone was like, "What the hell just happened?"
Oh, kind of like how we took the Texans out that in that game.
No, but like the Texans blew someone else out.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah, and so I think the Jaguars have the potential to do stuff like that because I think that they're going to be, especially at the beginning of the season, underestimated.
So don't sleep on the Jags in my pick'em league because I got a pick'em league going on, bro. So I shouldn't sleep on the Jags.
I just think they made some really big moves this offseason to correct their holes, and I think that they did a lot of the things that I wish kind of the Broncos. I wish the Broncos had done a little bit more of that. What the Jags did this year.
They're just revamping their entire line.
Yeah.
So why? So then. This begs the question then, why do you think that we haven't addressed the right tackle position? Because obviously Garrett Bowles is the quintessential left tackle guy for us because he's actually been really showing up over the past couple of seasons. He stepped it up, but why do you think that we haven't addressed it?
I think it's been the position that so when Elway played, and again, I'm going back to Elway. When Elway played, the right tackle was not the most important position in football, or at least not one of the most important positions in football. And I think what the problem is that when he's looking at these right tackles, he believes that he can get a retread, and he's trying to target value as opposed to fix the problem. And I think that he's gotten himself and I also think he's gotten himself into perpetual trouble from a business standpoint because he's paid contracts that are way too expensive for the guys that he's brought in.
I agree.
And he shot himself in the foot
twice now.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. If it's because I will look at everything through two different lenses. Right. I'm going to look through things with a logical lens, right? What's best for the team lens. And then I'm going to look at something through what's best for the individual lens. Right. And neither one can coexist. They're not good bedfellows. Right.
No.
So if it's a money situation that he is paying attention to because the trust and Joe Ellis were kind of pushing him in that kind of a way, right? Because I want to get down my entire goal as a manager, right? At thinking as a manager here is I don't want to fix a broken leg with a Band-Aid. I want to get down to the root cause of the problem, right? I want to look layers deep and I want to find out why. Not just we're doing this. I want to find out why we're doing this, right? So a financial reason would definitely make much better sense if we were looking at it from that kind of an aspect. And I get that. Like he's trying to save his job and he's trying to make the boss money.
That's a good manager.
Trying to save money. No, try. So a good president of football operations, in my mind, right, would spare no expense right? A good manager would spare no expense at getting the best talent no matter what capital comes, right? So it's like, okay, all right, so George Payton saw a void at what position? Quarterback. What did he do as his second year as a GM? We are dumping our first and our next, our this year's and next year's first round picks, this year's and next year's second round picks. Why? Because we're going to have at minimum 7 solid years with a perennial Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame, Super Bowl champion quarterback. Fair trade. Fair trade. At that point, because we haven't done this thus far, what is the mentality behind what we've been going through over the past 7 seasons?
Now, there's a flip side to that trade as well. So, for example, what you just said was, I'm going to give away 2 firsts and 2 seconds, right? And you're going to be trading for Russell Wilson, who's going to basically require a new contract at the end of this year. Okay.
Essentially, yes.
So there's option one. The second one, and this is, I played devil's advocate on another show before, so I love throwing this one out there.
No, I've heard you.
What's the flip side? If we were to take that same draft capital and go to target a young rookie quarterback from either this past draft class or the class before it, someone other than Drew Lock,
and then throw a lot more money at another tackle.
I'd throw a lot of money at another tackle as opposed to then wasting all the other draft capital. So my point is that there's like an A and a B, right? And
right.
To coin your phrase, they're not good bedfellows because they're polar opposites to one another.
Exactly.
So then the question is, which one do you think would then potentially see your team succeed deeper into the long-term future? Which one do you think would then see you succeed even within your division in the short and midterm future? And these are all open-ended questions. I'm not going to pretend to know all the answers to them, but these are the types of questions that you would have to ask as a legitimate, seasoned director of football operations.
Speaking of, what do you think about this new director?
I think I like to see how he does first before I make any or pass any judgments. I think it'll be really interesting to see the types of moves that you see and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're talking about George Payton, I think he's made a few mistakes with the Vikings, and I also would like to see George Payton without John Elway in the building, because I've heard rumors that Payton was targeting some players that I wanted us to. And got a slap on the wrist. Interior defensive lineman. Apparently, he was trying to go after what was the guy name? Was it Jordan? Was it Jordan Phillips? I think he was trying to target, or no, the guy from the Bears, the big dude from the Bears that was the center. He's got a hyphenated last name. He was trying to target him last year, and he did really well last season. Fangio had some familiarity with him as well.
Right.
He was also trying to target another one of the interior guys from the Vikings and was shot down as well. And instead, we ended up going after kind of the softer skill style positions. Dare I say, stuck in the past in terms of some of the targets.
Okay.
So targeting cornerbacks, skill position guys, as opposed to targeting the linemen. So rather than going after your right tackles, rather than going after your D tackles, rather than going after the guys that are impactful in today's NFL, it's almost like a time machine. And you were looking back into like the 90s in style football and targeting the positions that were important then, which is fine, but we're not back in the 90s because the rules have changed. So therefore you have to adapt accordingly.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we're trying to finesse, not bruise.
Correct. Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. And Sev, you'll back me up on this one. I am not. I thought John Elway was out of the building.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me, and I heard.
And I thought that, and I think that was I thought that was a great move to get him out of the building. As much as I love John Elway, he helped my youth. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean?
I'm
Like,
saying, bro, come on, it's John Elway. We grew up off that motherfucker, bro.
right? He is John Elway, right? He is the Duke of Denver,
Yeah,
right? He can do no wrong, right? Well, that's obviously proven to be false when it comes down to his current position. And I thought that he was out of the building, and I would have truly loved to see a team without John Elway for a little while. I really was looking forward to that because I didn't think that it's like you said, right? We continue to make the same mistakes, yet we want to win a Super Bowl. What do we call that? Hmm. Who coined that term, man? The definition of insanity,
uh,
Mhm.
right? And so at that point it becomes for naught whatever we're doing right now. So if he's got an influence in anything of what player and personnel is doing, I thought he was gone, and I thought that was a great move. But now that I hear that he's still got the biggest office in Dove Valley, it's like, what's he doing? Why is he getting paid? Why does he have an office there? What
yeah,
is
that
his
was
role and
so
function?
that was the biggest argument of them. Me and them dudes got into it the other day. So
Yeah.
basically, that's what they were saying, and they were arguing that, and I really didn't know the details of that. That's what I kind of heard, but that's what their biggest argument was, that he still
Mm.
had his hand in a lot of shit.
That's the problem. Is in order to have a team move forward and truly change culturally, you need to move on from the one that was driving the original culture.
Yeah, you got to
Yep.
get that splinter out the foot. You got to
Yeah,
get it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
So
need
let
to
me ask
flip
you.
the
Let me ask
entire
you a
thing.
question. With everything, so with all this aspect of what we're talking about and what you've seen so far, and your concerns, what is your expectations of the season then, for the coming up season? What's expectations for you?
I think we're going to start strong. And where my concerns come up is once we start hitting bumps in the road and facing some injuries. I haven't seen anything so far this preseason. I haven't heard anything. There's been no indicator to me that we're going to be making the needed pivots to do the things we need to do.
Hence going back to, the guys not
Softening,
training up the guys behind them.
yeah, exactly. And so that's where my concerns are is the folks behind the starters. So I have no doubt that in certain positions like your DJ Jones and your corner like Surtain, for example, I have no doubt in their level of play. I really don't. I truly don't. Um, However, where I have issues is the guys behind them, and because are they really getting the coaching, and are they getting the mentorship of the other players that are ahead of them on the depth chart, that when the guy inevitably gets hurt who's ahead of them, are they going to step in and kill it? For example, I think Stearns will do a good job because I think he's shown that he has, been able to step in when he's been called upon. He's made a few mistakes, but that's to be expected when you don't start regularly. But I'm
So let me
sorry,
ask you. Let me
too
ask you
many
another
holes.
question. What do you think about this Browner switching them? What
Browning,
do you think? You
Jared
think? You think?
Browning.
Yeah.
Hate
You
it.
think that? You think that it's gonna work out, or do you think that they kind of are just throwing him under the bus, and it's not gonna work out at all?
Well, my understanding is that they gave him what he wanted, which he wanted to move to the outside.
Okay.
What my concern was, and I think Browning needs to answer this question for himself, is how well did you do against Buffalo Bills seconds?
Yeah.
How well did you do against the Bills first team when they were on the field? No, I'm
So
saying
it's
that as a blanket statement right across the board. So if you're going to be a starting outside linebacker in the NFL, when you're going against a second team, you should kill it.
yeah. You should be
Like,
getting penetration virtually every play.
right, and he wasn't. Now he
He had
did.
glints of success,
He did. He
and
wasn't
you
against the Bills. So that's my point. Is that I use that as my barometer. So, for example, he did pretty well in the first preseason game against a team that is probably not going to do particularly well overall. And then when you went against a team that is likely going to do very well this season, and then he went against second teamers and even third teamers, he was being held at bay.
And that's an obvious coaching issue. Again,
Well,
these are
coaching and
okay.
talent
So,
is
like
kinda
you
what I'm
said,
coming
he
from.
got what he wanted, though, right?
Mhm.
So, if he got what he wanted, that's an issue. So, let's say that I have a person that can truly talk to customers. Say that I'm managing a staff, right? Say that I'm managing a retail store like I was, okay? And I've got a guy who can truly talk to customers, truly sell, truly get some upsells, right? Really talk about the product, knows the product by the back of his hand, right? But he wants to work in the back being a stock guy unloading pallets because that's just what he wants to do. Where am I going to put him if I'm a good manager, or in this particular case, the caveat, as a coach, where am I going to put him? I'm
You're gonna
not going to put him in
put
the
him where
back.
he flourishes. Let's
No,
I'm
put him
not
where
going to put
your
him in the
boss
back. I'm
at.
going to say the most money that you can make me is up front.
right. Well,
That becomes a coaching
what you
issue.
would do what you would do as a manager in that position, and I've done things like this with my staff, is I have put them in the position that's best for the organization, and I've told them why I'm doing that. And
Exactly.
then I've also appeased what their request was to a lesser extent by allowing them to expand slightly into the role that they would prefer.
There you go.
And then they get a blend of both. And that way they're getting a taste of what they're wanting to do or they've asked to do, but they are doing what I need them to do more.
Right. But that's what I'm saying though, is you're going to do what's best for the organization.
Okay, so if I'm going to play the devil's advocate in that same comment and situation and kind of go to what you just said, in my opinion, the team has shot themselves in the foot by moving him to the outside because now we're inside linebacker deficient, and we just literally threw our best inside linebacker to the outside position, and never bothered drafting anybody to fill his spot.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part.
Well, I'm wondering if they've got, so it's kind of like how I've got to take history as my barometer, right? With this particular coaching staff, with this particular management staff, and I've got to look at what they've done. We didn't know, nobody knew that the Broncos were talking to Russell Wilson, or at least talking to the Seahawks, up until it was basically done. Right? That came as a surprise to everyone. What what that brings up is, okay, if I'm taking history into account and all things being equal, are they looking at somebody, because trade deadline isn't for a long time? Who do they have in mind? What capital do we have? Right? What kind of trade partners are we looking at? What teams have an inside linebacker that are probably not going to be doing so well this year, the same way that we dealt out Von Miller, right? So I know that game one's coming up. It's coming up quick. It's definitely coming up much sooner than later.
We're here. We're there. We
Is
count
there
down the regular season now.
right? This is it. Is there a possibility, and then obviously this is just hypothetically speaking, is there a possibility that they happen to have somebody in mind if they have some sort of trade scenario in place? Are we going to deal Josie Jewell because he's still worth a pretty good amount of capital, right? Because he's an inside linebacker. Okay. And
Yeah,
he's
but you're
part of the
talking about
captain
being
of the
a
team.
seller, not a buyer. And at the end of the day, if I'm being truly objective, Josie Jewell did not look good his first 2 years. He started looking better the year he got hurt. where he was actually making good plays, and then he got hurt. And now, again, being totally objective, looking at it like properly, it's like completely, not as a Broncos fan, we have no idea how he's going to look when he's back on the field, and if he's going to be able to sustain. What version of him are we going to get? Are we going to get the version that we saw prior to injury?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna get a slower version of him? Because he was looking quite quick before he got hurt. Like he was looking really kind of quite spry considering what he was before. Which version of him are we gonna get?
And well, that's always the big question of pretty much anybody that's been questionable in their career, right? No matter what we do, that's the question, right?
Mhm.
But I'm not just talking. I was just speaking hypothetically about anything, right? Any player, right? I was just bringing up Josie Jewell as okay. That's a comparable position, right? It's somewhere on the interior linebacking core. Okay. At that point, it's like, okay, we've got a guy. We think that he's doing pretty good. He's picking up on the defense real quick, because from all reports, Josie Jewell is actually picking up on this defense really quickly. And from what I'm hearing, he's getting the playbook down very quickly and doing a good job.
That was never his problem.
Huh?
That was never his problem.
Right, but what they're looking at now is getting his technique and getting his physique up to the par of where his mind is. Right,
speed was always his issue of being able to get. Yeah.
Yep, his physique. As of right now, there are some talking up points for that particular person. Not to say that we don't have anybody else that we'd be more than willing to deal. Right. That's just an example that I'm giving as a possible, hey, hypothetically speaking, history says that they're going to keep everything pretty close to the chest until it's finally a done deal. Right. And finally, two teams say, okay. Right. What's the chances that we're actually looking at that right now? And the chances, to be honest with you, are pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm going to say slim.
Really?
Why would if I'm a team and I have an excess of inside linebackers, even if I'm not necessarily going to do really well, why would I trade an inside backer now? And so this is where I'm at. So for example, why would I trade them now? The season has not begun. So where you're going to get your trade partners are going to be from those teams that have a veteran who's pretty good, but they have a young guy that they drafted who is looking really good.
Yeah.
And then they end up with one of them that they believe is expendable, and then they're willing to then have the depth come up from behind and then be the backup for the young guy, the young rookie. Basically end up with two young guys as opposed to a veteran and then a young guy.
Well, then you also bring into account that these players are millionaires, and Baker Mayfield got what he wanted as well. Right?
An inside linebacker does not have the same clout as a quarterback.
An inside linebacker like Von Miller does.
He's an outside linebacker.
Well, a player of that kind of caliber does, right? And we're seeing the same scenario that happened back when Peyton Manning first came over here. Okay, we ended up getting Olsen. We ended up getting, a lot of upper middle tier players that wanted to come to the Broncos because they knew that Peyton Manning was here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, now we got Russell Wilson. Okay. And we need a few extra spots. And all these players on teams that we already know aren't going to go anywhere, they're sitting here probably going, if I was on that team, I could probably help them win a Super Bowl. If I stay with the team that I'm on, I'm guaranteed not even to go to the playoffs, right? They have a manager. They have an agent. They say, I want to go to this particular team. A lot of that plays in, especially with a player like Russell Wilson, because he's going to draw a lot of what's the word that I'm looking for? A lot of desire to play with because of his leadership qualities, because of his teammate qualities, right? And just the overall mentality that he brings to the team. Okay. We've heard nothing but great and stellar things about how his reaction has been and how everything has gone since he's joined the Broncos.
Yeah,
Right? I mean,
my
new
concern is that we
catchphrases and all
potentially have
this.
to overpay in terms of draft capital
Say
for
what
someone.
now?
So my concern is we need draft capital in the upcoming draft because we're low on it.
Mhm.
And so
Yes,
my
we are.
concern is that in order to get an inside backer and trade for someone that we would
We're
have
gonna have to give up more.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a problem for me, especially considering like, unless there's like a surefire like he's starting and he's just that good and is going to be better than anyone we're going to be able to draft in say the third round, for example.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm all ears at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to get a guy like that in the first wave here coming out of the cut down to the 53. I just don't know if you're going to get that.
Mhm.
I just don't. And if in my opinion, this is why I said kind of what I said for the inside backers on the Wild Wild West is from my standpoint, I think what we're going to probably do is we're going to target someone that is being cut from another team to pick them off of waivers that Peyton had his eye on in the draft either this year or last year,
Mhm.
and bring them in as an inside backer to cut Stranad, who has not looked particularly good in this preseason because he's been late on tackles, let big gash runs past him, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I could see us try to target someone like that, bring
Mhm.
in at inside backer.
And that makes great sense. No, that's
And then you're not giving
that's an awesome
draft
point.
capital. Then you're
Yeah.
not giving up draft capital,
Right.
and then where you start seeing teams doing what you're talking about is what the Rams did with us and Von Miller, for example. So if you're all of a sudden on that home stretch and you're like, hey, do you know what? We believe we're like a pass rusher away from being able to get that Super Bowl win, or we believe we're a right tackle away from being able to make that big Super Bowl push.
Mhm.
Well, then now we're in a different ball game. That's a different ball of wax at that point. Then you're
Right.
saying,
Well, then you're a buyer versus a seller, right?
yeah. Then you're just popping off the dollars and cents and giving up that draft capital because you just don't care.
Precisely. Well, that's that. And again, going back to the good manager versus bad manager, any good manager that's got a team that's worth investing in, what are they going to do? Spare no expense. Just as John Hammond said in Jurassic Park, man, we spared no expense, right? They didn't, obviously, we didn't give a shit in 2015. Obviously, we didn't give a shit in 1996, right? When we went just all in on everything. And then we happened to just sixth round running back that made an awesome tackle in the preseason, and now he's our starting running back, right? In TD, right? There's very few of those that end up coming up like that. Um, but yeah, and you're making a really, really good point, and I'm hoping that that's what George Payton. I'm hoping that that's what he's doing because that would be a much smarter move than my hypothetically speaking type of thing, and that would be a much smarter and a much more intelligent and football mind managerial decision as far as a football mind goes, because you can't do that with companies. But yeah, as a football manager, yeah, that makes much better sense. And I can see that if somebody's planning on dropping like a third rounder or something like that just happened to fall, kind of like Nick Bonito. We lucked out on Nick Bonito. I think that he's going to turn out to be a great football player. He didn't show the greatest in this preseason, but you've also got to only give so much to a rookie, right? That is not seeing a lot of snaps because number one, they probably don't want to get him too much play in the preseason because they don't want to get him hurt. But he actually, in this game right here, I watched him make a few amazing tackles. I also saw him make a few really horrendous arm tackles that really, let our running back go or their running back go. But, maybe that's the kind of player that he's bringing up now. And I think one of the things that I'm hoping that the Broncos are going to move into this is growing our team rather than buying our team. Because
Yeah, I think what you're trying to get at is kind of what I've been saying too. Is I want to see development. I want to see player development rather than going out and buying all of our roster spots and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's where I was getting to is now we need to grow our talent because that's where truly long-term success happens. Like if you look at the Patriots, yeah, a lot of their skill position players and a lot of their defenses, they bought pretty much almost all their team. But when you're looking at the offensive line and you're looking at that quarterback that they had, that is 100% homegrown talent. Maybe 90%, but you get what I'm saying. Bill Belichick took his coaches and completely turned that franchise into we are going to the Super Bowl. You need to get that experience. So we're going to grow you up in this franchise.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what happened. Look at Hightower. Right. Look at any one of those guys that ended up retiring after 7 seasons because they're like, dude, I got 5 Super Bowl rings now. And I really don't need anything other than to open up a new Taco Bell and a new McDonald's. And my life is set from here on out. Now I'm retiring. Right. So, and that's where we need to be is we need to start growing our talent. We need to draft a first round bona fide quarterback at one point in time within the next 5 years. We have to.
Yeah, well, we want some homegrown. Let's get a homegrown, man. Let's get it.
So what I'm going to say in response to that is, not in 5 years, but what we need to start doing is we need to start getting the lines sorted out in preparation before we get a quarterback in.
I completely agree.
Because the really good teams, like for example Buffalo, if you look at what they did before they got Josh Allen, all lines,
okay? Across the board, all line. Yeah. No, and but that's what I'm saying is we have an opportunity, okay, and luckily, and I'm glad that they gave up first and second rounders because there's a lot of money given away in first and second round in comparison to the third round, where we all know the third round is where you pick up that holy shit talent, right? That I didn't see this coming kind of talent, right? The third round is where you get your money's worth. We all know that. Right, is in the third round, you're going to find a player that's damn good, right? Belongs in the NFL, but you can pay him minimal while you're developing him, right? And then the fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh rounds, you're going to be picking up players that, we'll give you a shot. Maybe you'll make the practice squad. Hopefully, you make the second string. But then you come across your Terrell Davis, you come across your Shannon Sharp, you come across your Ed McCaffrey's, you come across your Tom fucking Brady's. Holy shit, 6th round fucking quarterback. Still can't believe we even passed up on him. Now hindsight's 2020, right? But that's like where I'm actually happy about the move with Russell Wilson because again, we're going to get about 7 years out of him. And over the next 5 years, we've only given up 2 of our next first and second round draft picks. Now we still have our thirds. We still have our third rounds, right? We picked up a 4th round in the Russell Wilson trade, which really does give us an opportunity to find some of those dynamite players that will pay minimum. We'll be able to groom them and turn them into real talent. And that's what I think that their plan is with Nick Bonito. I really do think that Nick Bonito is he's going to do well. He's got a good football mind. Everybody says that he's great in the locker room. As long as he keeps his head down and continues to just continue to focus on the fundamentals, he's going to turn out to be a great player. And I have high hopes for Nick Bonito. I really do. I look highly at Nick Bonito.
I actually wonder if we're going to be to talk about draft capital. A few people that I kind of have on my radar that I could see us trading. I could see us trading Malik Reed.
Okay. For what?
I see him probably fetching for a team that's outside linebacker needy. I could see him fetching between a 4th and a 5th. Just because it's such a premium position and he's shown to be a halfway decent rotational starter. So I could see him being in that range there. I don't think you're going to get anything more than that for him. If you might get less for him than that, but again, it's worth getting the capital for a guy that you're not going to keep next year, especially since you just drafted Benito. So it's kind of a win, I think, across the board, unless you think that you're going to be ultra competitive and have a legit shot at getting 2nd, 3rd round and see what happens in the playoffs. I think you might be able to get to the playoffs this year, but the AFC West is such a competitive division, and we're It's just, I just think we
It's
need to.
battleground.
Yeah, I think we need to be very, very careful in terms of what we think is going to happen. So I could see Malik Reed being a potential trade piece for us getting some additional capital in the draft. I was originally thinking that we might pull a Trinity Benson as well with one of our wide receivers.
Okay.
Right before the 53.
Why though? We have a pretty deep wide receiver core with, I mean, Darius Shepard, we all know is going to end up making the team, right? Because we had to trade for him and we pulled him in and we gave him a contract. We've got Washington, we've got Virgil, who are both turning out to be pretty awesome standout players. Okay. Seth Williams is opening up some eyes, right? We've got a pretty deep wide receiver core. I think and again, I'm just to go back on what you were saying right there. I wanted to just kind of bring this up to you. If we are stacked at the wide receiver position, right, and we're looking for outside talent to be able to pull in, we would have to address either the inside linebacker or the right tackle position. I don't see us needing to get another wide receiver. We've got a great wide receiver core who can get open.
Wide receivers for capital.
What do you think we can get?
I'll take a 6th or 7th for a guy that's likely not going to make the roster.
Yes, that's always profitable.
We get nothing or something. I'd rather take something.
I'd rather take something than nothing too. That's good business. That's just good business, you know. So with our wide receiver core being pretty deep, what would you see? What would you do now that, I mean, let's say that Virgil in a few games gets some pretty good clout to him. What would you say a 4th or a 5th rounder for Virgil? Because Seth Williams is turning out to be a little bit more productive. His hands seem to be softer.
I think they're going to try and trade him with the 53. I think that they're going to try and trade one of the I think Virgil may be one of the guys that they tried to trade for draft capital before the 53 cut.
Before Tuesday?
Yeah, like in that block there. Exactly.
2 days.
Exactly what we did with Trinity Benson, which is a team wants a kick returner. They've seen him in the preseason games. He's ticked the boxes. Not going to make our roster. I'd rather get a 6th or 7th than get nothing for him when I have to cut him.
Get something for it.
See, okay, so 6th and 7th. Again, at this point, I'm trying to rebuild what we've given away for Russell Wilson, right? 6th and 7th doesn't rebuild much. Doesn't give us too much. So at that point, we would need to
package the late round picks to then move up into the 3rd or the 4th or whatever the case may be.
I see your plan. Okay, I see your game plan. So you're planning on here. We'll give you a 2 6th, a 7th, 2 4ths, and 1 second round pick, and this player for your first round pick next year. And we'll make sure that it's a crap team so that we can make sure that we're in the top 7. I see. Okay, well, I mean, obviously, future speaking, right? We're looking at.
Sorry, guys, I do have to get going. It's been great, but you have yourself a good night.
Sure, that's what I was about
Have
to
a
say.
good night, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the combo. See you, bud.
Some more, you know what it is.
All right, hey, Sev, dude.
I'm passing out over here. Like
I see you, man. Dude, I can talk Broncos all day.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I love that because it's so much more entertaining than all the craziness, bro, that goes on. And just hearing motherfuckers that really are passionate about the squad, bro, the Broncos, the real Bronco fans, and hearing them talk the knowledge aspect, homie, and the real knowledge about this team instead of just all the gimmicks and just what they feel, and they're not really putting any truth.
But that's the real point. That's the real point behind it, though.
Exactly. So that's why, like, I love it. I could do this shit forever, bro. I'm like, yeah, homie. I could listen. I could just listen. You know me. I talk too much anyway. So it's
Well, I
nice.
talk way too much, dude. You know that.
You know, we're saying breed, homie. We're gonna talk all day. But it's nice for me to just relax and just listen to the Bronco brethrens, bro, and be like, okay, let me trying to learn something instead of fucking trying to know everything. You know what I'm saying? But
Not that I There's a lot that I can learn from that dude because eligible, man. He knows exactly what he's talking about on a lot of different things, man.
Rich is the guru, bro. He's really a guru. That fool really, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the motherfuckers that's invested in like really knowing the squad and knowing the team and every angle and all that, bro. That's why I listen. That's why, you know us, bro. We're not gonna take heat to every Bronco fan because we already know this squad and the ins and outs. But that's one dude that I could be like, okay, I could learn something from homie still. You
Well,
know what I'm
we can hear it from a different side from because obviously there's a lot. I try to see things also from an outside point of view, right?
saying?
I try to see things from a third point, right, from a third party perspective, but it's kind of difficult getting another person in on it to be able to talk and hear what their ideas and what they're saying is. It's always a good deal, man. But hey, bro, go Broncos! Broncos won tonight, man.
Down, down,
Broncos win. It's
fucking.
a dub.
You know what it is, baby. It feels good tonight. We're gonna see, man. We counting down. You know what it is, bro. BCFFL,
Hey, week
sir.
one coming up. We'll be on the show again. Y'all have a good night.
I'm gonna stay on here just for one more minute, but doing the pick'ems, guys. Y'all get at me if you want to get in the pick'ems leagues. 16. We do all the winners from every game, and if you win, $100 payout every week. So just let me know. Hit me up. You know what it is. BCFFL. Let's go. Mile high
All right,
salute.
man. Peace, bro. Later.